It's almost game time, and you've connected to the right spot for Campbell Sports, WLAF. Listen to them, watch them, follow them. The Cougars, your home of the Campbell Cougars. This is WLAF. The Cougars are on the air, and this is your front row seat to all the action.
This is Jason Kids, head basketball coach of the Lady Cougars.
Campbell High Sports is a presentation of these outstanding WLAF corporate partners.
Hi, this is Rissa at Terry's Pharmacy.
La Follette Utilities, LUB.
Hi, this is Rhonda Longmire with Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust.
Hi, this is Tabitha Burris.
This is Lori Johnson. This is Paige at E. Hill Insurance.
This is Lanston Hill with Hill Insurance.
This is number 30, former Lady Cougar, Dr. Jill Browning. Having trouble seeing the scoreboard? Then it's time to see me, Dr. Jill Browning.
Valley Roofing, East Tennessee's leader in roofing and seamless guttering.
Hi, this is President Debbie Petrie at TCAT Jacksboro.
Tim Smith at TCAT Jacksboro. Go Cougars.
Citizens Bank. Bank your own way.
This is Matt Klein with C&L Metal, former Cougar number 42.
Hi, this is Brenda Russell with Clayton Homes Jacksboro.
Hey, Campbell County Cougar sports fans, this is former Cougar number 32, Randy Heatherly.
Rice Oil, your home for BP.
Clarinet, Flag Corps of the Campbell County Marching Band. Hi, this is Amanda Brown with Cumberland Gap Medical.
This is Bailey Ball. I'm back for fall at my supply.
Hi, this is Rayma Darty at United Cumberland Bank, and we
love the Cougars!
Hi, this is Joey Portman at the world-famous Charlie's Pizza.
This is Tracy Lobertini at Alco Builders and Realty in La Follette.
Hello, it's Larry Burge at Burge Screen Printing. Go Cougars!
And Lace Your Pearls is just for
girls, of course, Jim.
This is Brian.
Carrie.
Beth.
Come see us at First National Bank.
Hey, this is Melinda at Powell Clinch Utilities. Go Cougars!
This is Brian Leach with Grace Rehab.
Hey, this is Hunter Huckabee. Come see my dad at Dole's Tire Shop.
This is Mark Kane with La Follette Medical Center.
This is David Reynolds, President of People's Bank of the South.
Hey, this is Cougar basketball coach Ernie Mac Clausen.
Listen to them, watch them, follow them. The Cougars, your home of the Campbell Cougars. This is WLAF.
Somebody's going to get a win tonight as Campbell and Central looking for wins in this first game, the girls' game. The Lady Cougars lost last night. The Lady Bobcats have lost 3 in a row. They fell, in fact, on Tuesday. Hi, welcome in Jim Freeman along with coverage of Campbell basketball. A doubleheader tonight. In the first game, the Central JV Bobcats hung on to win over the Campbell Cougars. Campbell down by 44-30 at one point, came back and made it a 3-point game. And then Central wins going away in the last couple of moments, but a big finish by the Cougar JVs here tonight. First game up in the varsity section, it's the Lady Cougars against the Central Lady Bobcats. Next, the Cougars and Bobcats. Campbell comes in 9-13, 3-4 in the district. Central is 7-14, 1-6 in the district games. Campbell County won earlier this season. That was back on January the 10th, 68-40 over Central on Brown Court. We'll talk about our starters and more about this game on the way next here on the WLAF Dole's Tire Shop Sports Network.
Hi, I am Bailey Ball from A Fall at My Supply, and I am here with my brother Brody. C is for PVC pipe. C is for rebar. Oh, we deliver rebar too. We carry septic chambers and septic tanks. We carry hydraulic oil and motor oil. Does anybody need a little brother? See A Fall at My Supply.
At First National Bank, we put you first with local lending and local decisions. Our First National Bank lenders are a part of the Campbell County community. They not only live and work here, they're involved here. F&B's experienced hometown lenders make the decisions right here with a quick turnaround. Remember us when it comes to local lending and local decisions. Located at 2408 Jacksboro Pike, 423-566-5326. Your family, your future, your bank. First National Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Go Cougars!
Here's to the grown-ups. Your car is now your office, stage, nursery. Sorry, Erie Insurance offers products that lots of other companies don't. That's a big deal, and it's a good deal, too. And with Erie, you get your own independent agent, not a giant corporate call center or some online robot. You meet with a real person, like this.
Give us a call at 562-2112. Check us out on the web at eehill.com, or just stop by and see us at 701 West Central Avenue, La Follette.
Erie Insurance.
La Follette Utilities Board continues to be a locally owned public utility that anticipates and meets the community's needs at the lowest achievable rates. The mission of LUB is to provide our customers with reliable, economical, and friendly service in a continuous effort to enhance the quality of life in our community. Caring Neighbors, sponsored by La Follette Utilities, is an emergency assistance fund offering temporary help for paying utility bills. You can be a caring neighbor by donating $1 or $2 each month added to your LUB bill. The Lady Cougars of Campbell in all blue last night over at Powell here across town, wearing all orange tonight. White numerals with the blue Cougars across the tops of the numbers and the fronts of the jerseys. As Campbell warming up to our left, Central down to our right, wearing the home white. Campbell playing 6 games in 11 days. This is the 3rd of those 6 games. So big basketball weeks this week and again next week. Here are the probable starters for LeBrandon Marie, assisted by former Cougar Adam Smith and Susan Davidson. Avery Brewer, a freshman, will start, along with Cadence Horner, a junior. Addison Brewer, yes, older sister of Avery, will also start, as will Scout Horner. Now, still up in the air about whether it might be Kiara Houston or Jakayla Chandler starting. It'll be one of those two. Of course, the Brewers are sisters. The Horner girls, also sisters, as one of the Horners, Cadence, is getting the start here this evening. And a Campbell County connection, Bella Marlowe's Papaw. George Marlowe played at Wynn High School. He'll probably be here at the game tonight. Bella saw some action in that January 10th game with Campbell. In reserve, Kaya Barnes, along with Val Green. Bella Marlowe is mentioned, and Bella Collins for the Central Bobcats, 7-4, 1-6 in the district. Campbell, coached by Jason Kitts. Brian Browning, his assistant, along with Adam Ellison. Brooke Kitts, former Lady Cougar Jessica Stanley. Campbell 9-13, 3-4 in the district. Starting tonight, the forwards, Bella Lester, Lacey Pemberton. In the middle, Emma Brandenburg. Lester, 5'9" sophomore. Pemberton, sophomore, 5'10". Brandenburg, a junior at 5'10". And then, of course, in the backcourt for Campbell, it's Carly Kitts, 5'8" sophomore. Point guard, number 33, Sailor Hutchison, 5'8" sophomore. Last night, no Lady Cougars in double digits. Hutch was close with 9. Campbell County in the last outing with Central was led by Carly Kitts with 21 points, 17 from Emma Brandenburg, a dozen from Hutchison, and then Lester had 10 that night as Campbell won it 68-40. In just a moment, we'll tip off this first of 2 games tonight. Coming up at halftime, in the boys' game, we'll visit with Coach Jody Hatmaker from La Follette Middle School, and some of the Owls are here tonight. We'll visit with those young men as well, as La Follette wins the TMSAA Area 2 District Tournament Championship last night at Kingston over Oak Ridge Jefferson. More about that at halftime with the boys' game. Back in a moment on the WLAF Doyle's Tire Shop Sports Network.
This is former Lady Cougar, Dr. Jill Cox Browning. If you can't see the scoreboard, come on down and see me in the Walmart Vision Center.
Better vision begins with a phone call to former Lady Cougar Dr. Jill Browning, 423-566-5850.
I can see the scoreboard. I can see the scoreboard.
See Dr. Jill Browning inside the Walmart Eye Center, open Monday through Thursday. Appointments are available. Campbell and Central.
Central High School Lady Your starting lineups for the Lady Cougars. Number 10, Bella Lesser. Number 15, Carly Kitts. Number 32, Lacey Pemberton. Number 33, Sailor Hutchison. And number 41, Tammy Brandenburg. And now, your starting lineup for the Lady Bobcats. Starting for the Bobcats. Number 2, Avery Brewer. Also starting for the Bobcats. Number 13, Houston. And number 21, the general, Addison Brewer. And number 24, Scotty D. Money Horner.
Yeah, baby.
And number 20, Cadence Horner.
And that's your starting lineups. It's one of the Brewer sisters and two of the Horner sisters starting for the Central Bobcats, along with Q Houston. Well, let's see, both Brewer sisters are starting. Scout Horner and Cadence Horner both starting as well. So all four sisters are starting along with Q Houston tonight for the Central Bobcats in all white, red numerals, trimmed in black. Senior night here tonight. Campbell in all orange, as mentioned, with the blue Cougar paw on the left sides of the trunks. Our officials tonight stepping in as Charles McClure to toss it up. The referee, Josh Orrick. The other umpire, Taylor Brisby. Here's the tip controlled by Campbell. Basket to our left. This is Hutchison with the basketball. Central in a man-to-man. Hands it off to Lester. Lester between the circles. Throws it far side. Now to the posting high Brandenburg. Left side of the wing. Here's a three by Hutchison. Back iron. Won't go. Jump basketball. And it'll be Central's possession. Campbell's bench is down to our right. The standing coach Jason Kitts in his Cougar blue. Down to our left is head coach LeBrandon Marie for the Central Bobcats. So it's Central's first at bat here. 7:35, opening quarter at Bobcat Gym in Fountain City. Central has the basketball in the hands of Addison Brewer. Those at near side. This is to Scout Horner. To Houston. Down the left side of the lane, this is Horner. To the far corner, a jumper for three, long, and the miss. Rebound by Central. Central, a hold on Lester as she and the offended get tangled up a little bit. This is the first on Bella Lester. So as we face the basket to our right, Q Houston will toss it in play. Number 13. And it goes under the bucket to the far corner to Brewer. Shot no good. Rebound Campbell. That's Pemberton has it taken away. Jump shot near side. Won't count. Rebound by Campbell. Lester with the board. Those at the Hutchison who will bring it across the stripe, the black midcourt stripe with the left-hand dribble. 6:57 to play opening quarter. Both teams with one crack on offense. Pemberton give and go. Lays it in. Yes. Pemberton breaks the ice. First points for Campbell coming from Lacey Pemberton, who had 7 last night. Rebound on the miss by Brandenburg for Campbell. To Lester. Lester spins on the near wing. Front court. Basket to our left. Exchanging with Hutchison. Inside pass. Brandenburg turning, moving, shooting, scoring. Off the left side. Left hand off the glass. Brandenburg has 2. Had 17 in the first meeting with Central. It's quickly 4-0 Campbell. 6:20 and counting opening quarter. Lady Cougars. Man-to-man. Jumper. Air ball. Out at the end line. Campbell's basketball. So down to our right baseline backcourt. Campbell will work it and play against full court pressure. Pemberton, the trigger man. Her up players are Hutchison and Lester, and Hutchison takes the pass. Now Campbell County has crowded the backcourt. The foul is called on Central. Campbell kind of crowded the backcourt there with more players on one end trying to break the press. This foul is tagged on Cadence Horner. Change that. That's on Avery Brewer. Her first. Each team with a foul now. In it comes far sideline to Hutchison. Pemberton and Hutchison exchanging. Now in front court, Hutchison down the far side. Basket to our left. Cross-court pass comes to Lester. Makes a move on the near wing in the lane. Nearly traveled. Yep, she did. Extra steps, according to Charles McClure, on this near sideline. As Campbell turns it back to Central in a 4-0 Campbell game. Campbell lead here in the early going of this contest. The Cougars and Bobcats next. Maybe not a triple overtime game tonight, as we saw back on January the 10th. What a night. Left side of the key, Houston for 3. It's banked in. Q Houston. They were questioning whether or not to start her tonight. Guess that's the answer there. 4-3 quickly goes. Campbell with the ball, the lead. Kitts in front court in traffic. The Hutchison bounces it deep near corner. Pemberton makes a move. Continues with the right-hand dribble in the lane. Hutchison stops, throws it far side. Brandenburg hangs on to it, needs help on top. Lester uncorks a 3 for Campbell. It's going to trickle away off the back of the iron. Rebound Brandenburg back up, left hand, left side. Yes! The Berg with the bucket. She has 4. Campbell has 6. Doubling up on Central. Cats in front court. Basket to our right. Campbell man-to-man. And his zone sometimes this season. Q Houston, left side of the key, right where she hit that 3 last trip down. Front court, this is Horner. Scout Horner with the basketball between the circles, number 24. Both teams with the nicknames on the fronts of the jerseys above the numbers. Here's Houston, picked up by Brandenburg. Back out to Horner. Now this is Avery Brewer, the freshman, Top of the circle, throws a deep far corner to Houston. Houston hands it off to Brewer, driving right side of the lane, lays it up. It's going to fall in. That's Horner, Cadence Horner with 2. She had 10 to lead her team in the first meeting with Campbell. It's a 6-5 game, 4:29 to play. As we approach the midway mark of the first quarter, lead pass, Kitts down the left side of the lane, driving, shooting, left hand, left side, slips away. Here's Pemberton with the board in traffic from the hook. The hook on the block right is no good, and she's hacked on the way up, and will have a couple of shots as a result. This foul is tagged on Q Houston, the junior for Central. At the Collectibles, a more free stripe, it is Lacey Pemberton with 2 points this evening, the first 2 of the game. The basket to our left, number 32 in the orange, tosses it up. You can tell as soon as she let it go, just not enough oomph behind that one. Rutherford checks in. Lester hustles off. Not sure if Lester's full speed there or not. The way she came off maybe kind of favored one side, maybe one leg over the other. But looks to be okay from here. Back of the stripe, Pemberton for the free toss. From the back of the iron, missing to the front, and then here's Central with the rebound. So 2 misses at the Collectibles and more stripe. 6-5 Campbell, deep near corner. Pass comes in to the new lady in the game, Jacayla Chandler, and an extra step is called. Here it turns back to Campbell. Jacayla Chandler, the other player that may have started tonight, but they decided at the last minute it to be Q Houston. So for the Central Bobcats, it's the Brewers, and then the Horners and Chandler. Front court, basket to our left. Campbell ahead, 6-5. Just under 4 minutes to play, opening quarter. Hook pass near side, Rutherford on the wing. Between the circles to Hutchison. Inside quickly to Brandy Burke. Tipped away, stolen by the Bobcats of Central with the ball. This is Horner driving, shooting right side, trickles in. Horner has 2. And her team is ahead of Campbell for the first time at 7-6. 3:35 to play. Ball is on the floor. Jump basketball should be Campbell's possession, and it is. So Campbell's largest lead, 4. Central's largest lead now here, +1. With 3:32 left in the opening quarter. Campbell's Hutchison brings it across the stripe into friendly territory. Throws it to the near wing to Kitts. Posting high a second ago was Brandenburg. Now Hutchison, off-balance shot, good off the glass, left side. Hutch with 2. Campbell regains the lead at 7. So 2 lead changes here tonight in the early going. We approach the 3-minute mark of the first quarter. Driving, shooting is Horner. Shots back iron, no good. Rebound by Central. Shot from the far wing is missing, and Horner with the rebound. Bumped and held by Brandenburg. Brandenburg got her hands around her there once, so Brandenburg commits her first foul. That is team foul 2 on Campbell. Likewise for Central. As we face the basket to our right, Addison Brewer, the junior, will toss it in play. Rifles it. Left side of the circle to Horner. The 3, good. Scout Horner has 5 of Central's 10 points, half of them. It's a 10-8 game in favor of Central. Its largest lead now, 2:45. Ball goes down the near sideline. Campbell, the count is on. There's a 10-second count. The whistle from Taylor Brisby, and Campbell turns it over. Not getting it past the midcourt line in time. Down to our right at the Cougar bench, between the Cougar bench and the scorer's table, Brewer tosses it in play. This is Horner with the basketball. Cadence on top. Chandler. Now to Barnes. Barnes, near side. Horner bouncing it to her sister, Horner. And bodies hit the floor. Blocking foul is called on Campbell. This will keep Central in possession of the ball. So that's Brandenburg's second, coming with 2:23 to play in the opening quarter. Brandenburg was 17 in the first meeting. Lady Cougars could ill afford to lose her here tonight. Trap near side, trying to drive the baseline, is Addison Brewer, and she's blocked on the line by Pemberton. Pemberton's first, team foul 5. Nope, that's 4. Now down to our right at the end line on the near side of the glass. The bounce pass comes inside. Shot by Horner, no good. Rebound Kitts for Campbell. Campbell needs to get the ball across the midcourt line. It's been on this side of the floor for the last almost 40 seconds. Here's Hutch across the stripe for Campbell. Spins at the top of the circle, and a hold is called against Central. This is tagged on Avery Brewer. That's Brewer's second. On the near sideline, Campbell will work it in play. This is Stanfield who checked in, along with Hutchison, the high-posting Brandenburg. On the wings, left side, Rutherford, right side, Kitts. Ball tipped out of play near side, last touch by Rutherford. Campbell County did not go to meet the ball like it should have right there. And the ball's tipped away and it comes off Rutherford out of play. Turns right back to Central. 10-8, Central ahead of Campbell, looking to build on that lead. Campbell led 4-0. Central's outscored Campbell 10-4. Ball tipped in the back court. Central has it in the front court now. Far side, Brewer. Avery Brewer stops her dribble. Throws it to a trailer. Here's Horner for a 3 try. It's not going to go. Back iron missed. Rebound by Campbell. Off hands, finally to Hutchison. Hutchison for Campbell County. Shuffles the pass far side. Kitts. Deep far corner Stanfield. Inside Brandenburg on the block. Lays it up. She's fouled by Chandler. This is a shooting violation. And back to the collectibles and more free throw line. The Lady Cougars go. This is tagged on Chandler. Her first. Team foul 4. Each team with 4 team fouls. Avery Brewer with 2 fouls. Here's Brandenburg. First of 2 at the stripe. Toss. Won't count. Campbell brings Lester back on. Hutchison gets a breather. Houston comes on for Central. Also coming in is Barnes. Coming out for Central, Chandler and Avery Brewer. At the free stripe. Basket to our left. Emma Brandenburg. Shot? No. Rebound, Central. So Brandenburg with 2 misses at the collectibles and more free stripe. Campbell County 4 free throw misses here tonight. Trailing 10-8. Still first quarter. Driving through. This is Brewer. Shot's good. That's Horner. Cadence Horner with 4. Horner has 4. The bucket counts. And Campbell commits a foul. This is tagged on Emma Brandenburg. So Brandenburg unofficially with 3, if I am watching the numbers correctly. Toss good. 3-point play by the Central Lady Bobcats. So Horner has 5. That's Cadence Horner. And Central has its largest lead now, coming at 13-8. Front court. Campbell, shot no good. Rebound Central. Central with the largest lead of the night by either team at 5. Bounce pass deep far corner. Houston inside pass on a driving shot. Good by Cadence Horner. Horner with 7. Central ahead 15-8. As the Lady Cougars led 8-7. Central has scored 8 straight points. Here's 7-point advantage. We're under a minute first quarter. Lady Cougars against a very sticky man-to-man by Central, meeting Lester there at the midcourt line. Pass goes far side. Kitts on the wing to a deep near far corner to Stanfield. On top, Lester. Left side of the key. Shot. High. Away. Won't count. Rebound Brandenburg. And a jump basketball is called. So Campbell turns it over to the Central Lady Bobcats. Pemberton checks back in for Campbell, and so does Brewer, Avery Brewer for Central. Campbell's combination as Brandenburg checks out. Rutherford, Lester, Stanfield, Pemberton, and Kitts. For Central, Houston, Avery Brewer with 2 fouls. Scout Horner is in the game. Kaya Barnes, who came off the bench, and also in the game for the Central Lady Bobcats is Addison Brewer. Last shot perhaps, 8 seconds. 7, 6, deep far corner. Horner for 3, long miss. Rebound Pemberton for Campbell. 2 seconds. Those in the Rutherford. Counts if it goes. Did not get the shot away, and we played 1. 15-8. Central ahead of Campbell. Back in a moment on the WLAF Dole Tire Shop Sports Network.
Hi, this is Kimberly Burge here at Burge Screen Printing. We work to bring your idea to reality. We specialize in custom screen printing, direct-to-garment full-color printing for all your apparel needs. We also do full-color printing on signs, banners, and much more.
Hey, this is Larry Burge. Stop by and see us today in downtown La Follette at 225 East Central Avenue or call 423-562-3044. 562-3044. Go Cougars!
You're on the move every day. You're mobile.
Campbell jumped on top 4-0 over Central in the Lady Cougars game, then built that lead out to 8-7. And since that juncture, Campbell has not scored the last 3 minutes and 30 seconds of the opening quarter. Central, however, has put up 8 unanswered points to lead it 15-8 over Campbell in the first half of action here at Bobcat Gym. Pep band on here tonight. Central doing it up big. It's senior night here for the Lady Bobcats and the Bobcats. Campbell's basketball. Lady Cougars return Stanfield, the inbounder, far side midcourt to Rutherford, along with Kitts and a posting low far block Pemberton. Here on the near wing is Lester for Campbell. Lady Cougars did not make a 3 last night, nearly traveled by Rutherford. Far side pass goes to Kitts. High on the post. It comes to Pemberton. Stolen by Central. Avery Brewer driving, shooting, shot blocked out of play. Nice move by Destiny Rutherford for Campbell. Tipped it away on the driving layup, a for sure two for Avery Brewer. Not so, thanks to the defensive effort of number 14, Destiny Rutherford for Campbell County. Central's basketball, baseline, front court down to our right. And it comes to Scout Horner. Across the floor comes to Addison Brewer. Ball is free. Rutherford is there. Jump basketball. And this favors the Central Lady Bobcats. So Central maintains possession as Rutherford makes it happen. Anytime she comes in, there's always something happening as Rutherford gets the Lady Cougars really fired up. 15-8 Central, 7:25 to play second quarter. As Campbell, man-to-man, the free throw stripe. This is Brewer, has it tipped away by Lester, almost a steal out of play on the far sideline. As the crowd continues filtering in here to Bobcat Gym. They have a really nice crowd before it's said and done. They have opened up both sides of the upper decks. We're located on the Cougar bench side of the upper deck, second level here. Front court, Central, basket to our right, 7:05 and counting in the second quarter. This is Barnes, left side of the key, a three. Not going to go. Here is Campbell's Pemberton with the rebound. Ball goes free, and now it is a jump basketball, Campbell's possession. So it turns to the Lady Cougars. Now Campbell will bring back on Hutchison. Chandler for Central comes on. So does Cadence Horner. Those two are joining Houston. Avery Brewer, Cadence Horner. And Campbell County's against full court pressure with Lester, Rutherford, Hutchison, Kitts, and Pemberton. Lester for Campbell, front court pass. Rutherford, deep far side to Kitts. Inside Lester, knocked away, stolen by Central. Here come the Lady Bobcats ahead by 7, 15-8. On the near side, this is Avery Brewer for Central. Central and Campbell, jumper, left side of the key for three, good! Avery Brewer has her first points, had 12 in the first meeting. And here Central continues to build on its lead, a plus 10 advantage. Campbell stays dry, and the ball is tipped out of play, last touch by Central. It's Campbell's basketball. So 18-8. Last time Campbell scored was with 3:30 to play in the first quarter. So it's been more than 5 minutes now. Lester tosses it in play, exchanging with Coach Jason Kitts. Conversation here about 20 feet away from each other. Front court, Campbell, basket to our left. Pemberton posting at the free throw stripe. Down low, near side. Lester takes the pass from Rutherford. Off the dribble pass to Rutherford. And now Campbell will set it in motion with Hutchison between the circles. To Rutherford, down on the block, left, near side to Lester. Lost ball, recovered by Lester, and a jump basketball is called. Central's basketball turnover, Campbell County. As it is Cadence Horner helping Bella Lester back to her feet. And now Campbell with some moderate midcourt pressure. Barnes comes out for Central. Coming back in is Scout Horner, who has 5 points. Cadence Horner's best in the game was 7. Campbell has 4 from Brandenburg, who's on the bench nursing 3 fouls. 18-8, Central in front court. Down the near sideline, almost a steal by Campbell. Hugh Houston, free throw line, throws it far side. Brewer for a 3 try. It's going to go long and fall away. Rebound by Campbell. Hutchison snags it away and then throws it away. Last touch by Rutherford, Central's basketball. 5:34 to play until halftime, as Campbell County has not scored in more than 6 minutes. Campbell jumped on top 4-0, starting with a Lacey Pemberton lay-in, and then Campbell led 8-7, and that's been it. Central has scored the last 11 points to lead 18-8. Largest lead by either team. Front court, basket to our right, Central. Not in any hurry. Houston, top of the circle. This is Brewer driving. That's Horner driving. Foul is called on Campbell. Looked like Campbell may have shifted into a zone this trip down. This on Bella Lester, her second. So Bella Lester with 2 fouls. Emma Brandenburg with 3 fouls, as Campbell County has those two shouldering the load of the fouls tonight. 6th foul on Campbell. So Central's in the bonus. Houston tosses it in play from the inline down to our right to a running Scout Horner. Shots missing. Player control foul is called against Central. This is on number 32. Hang on here a second. That's on Chandler. Chandler is committing her 2nd foul now. Chandler for Central with Houston in the game, along with Avery Brewer. Number 12 is Cadence Horner. Number 24 is her sister Scout Horner. Front court, Campbell down the near side. Here's Kitts to Hutchison. Hutchison for Campbell. Nearly has it smacked away. Jumper, Hutchison, 15-footer. Left side of the lane, no good. Rebounded by the Central Lady Bobcats. Ahead by 10, 4:50 and counting. Jumper, left side of the key for three. It's good. This is Avery Brewer, who has 6. And Campbell trails 21-8. There's timeout along the way. Lady Cougars falling behind to Central in its largest advantage here tonight with 4:45 to play. Central has scored the last 14 points. So a 14-0 run for the Central Lady Bobcats after Campbell led 8-7. Here it's 21-8. Campbell County, let's see, went 3 minutes and 30 seconds in the first quarter without points. And here 3 minutes and 15 seconds. So Lady Cougars almost to 7 minutes without any points. Free throws, field goals, neither. 4 free throws have been missed at the Collect. It was more free strike by the Lady Cougars. Teams break from their respective huddles. Campbell in all orange here tonight, white numerals. The blue Cougar insignia across the tops of the numbers on the fronts of the jerseys. Central a 2-2-1 full court press at the baseline to our right. On the near side of the glass at the end line, it's Campbell to toss it in play to Hutchison. Campbell loses control as Hutchison can't hang on. Avery Brewer there in the way. Brewer with 2 big threes and a nice defensive play here for the Lady Bobcats. Campbell has Brandenburg back in the game along with Kitts and Pemberton, Lester and Hutchison. Front court basket to our right. It's Central. Q Houston on top. Shuffling around finally in the hands of Avery Brewer. Top of the circle, Brewer. This is a 3-try. No good. Back iron miss. Pemberton with the board for Campbell. To Lester up the far side. Lester, front court for Campbell. Between the circles to Hutchison. Near side, Kitts. Not sure if Kitts has even taken a shot tonight. Right wing, Lester. Won't count. Rebound up the near side. This is Horner. And a foul is called. Central calls a timeout to maintain possession. So a 30-second break for the Central Bobcats here. 21-8. Central trailed Campbell 8-7. And now it's 21-8. Campbell's largest lead 4. Central's largest lead coming here at 13. Lady Cougars just not able to buy a bucket tonight between the missed shots and the turnovers. And I'm guessing Brandenburg doesn't have 3 fouls. I had her with 3. She's back in and has been in for about a minute. And she may not have 3 fouls. They just be 2. As Campbell County, one of those fouls may have gone on Rutherford, who's 14. Brandenburg is 41. They've gotten those turned around there. We'll double check here at the mid-game break. Central's basketball, some moderate backcourt pressure. Campbell, front court, Scout Horner, left wing 3 is rattling in, rattling out. Rebound, Campbell. Snagged by Pemberton, throws to Hutchison. Hutchison, front court down the near side, and she's straddling the midcourt line. Front court, Pemberton, right side of the free throw line. Lester, in, out, rebound, tap around, saved by Central. Avery Brewer up the far side. Quickly to friendly territory, 21-8, deep far corner. Here's a move by Central's Brewer. Now back to Horner. Shot, left side of the lane, good. This is Addison Brewer. Change that. That is Candace Horner. Cadence Horner with 9, 23-8. Campbell down by 15. Travel Campbell County. And Central has scored 16 unanswered points. Campbell brings on Reagan Davis. Lacey Pemberton comes out. Davis joins Brandenburg, Lester, Hutchison, and Kitts. 23-8. Central by 15. Central has scored 16 straight points since trailing 8-7 to Campbell. Basket to our right. Central operates 3:10 and counting. Campbell County has gone 8 minutes without points. Here's Horner, far corner. Avery Brewer, shot good for 3. Brewer has 9, all beyond the arc. 26-8. Whistle sounds, and a foul is called. This against Avery Brewer. Unofficially 3 on Brewer. Okay, so they're saying that is the second on Brewer. 18-point lead for Central. Central has scored 19 straight points. Here's Lester, inside pass Brandenburg, turns, shoots off the glass, won't go. Central with the rebound, as it is Brewer to hit the deck, but she's back up and okay. Front court Central, trapped on the near side. On top, here's Scout Horner for a 3-try. Tipped away, saved by Campbell on the miss. This is Hutchison, and a foul is called in back court. This on Central. This may well be against Addison Brewer, and that is the case. Addison Brewer with her first foul. 26-8, both teams in the bonus. So Campbell with a chance at points here. It would be its first points since 3:30 to play in the first quarter. Sailor Hutchison at the Collectibles and More free throw stripe has 2 points, had 12 points in the first meeting with Central. Toss, Hutchison rattles away, no good. She will not get a second. Tapped out, saved by Central. Now Hutchison goes after it. Throws it to Brandenburg. All alone for Lester. Right side traveled. Yep, extra steps. Wide open was Lester. Got a little excited maybe and took an extra step or two, or maybe 3. 26-8 is the score. 2:17 and counting in the first half. On Bobcat court, Central nearly threw it away. Deep near corner. Here's a jumper by Brewer. Long miss. Change that. That's Cadence Horner. Rebound Campbell. Now Lester with a chance at another lay-in. Right side, got it. Lester for Campbell with the lay-in. Campbell's first points in a while. It's 26-10. So Campbell needed to break the ice. Lester does it on a take to the bank, hard side bank, big play. Jumper, far side, Houston, no good. Rebound by Campbell's Lester. Gets help from Hutchison. Front court, Brandenburg. Skip pass, near side. Kitts will take her first shot of the night. Kitts, a 3-try. Won't go. Long miss. Rebound Brandenburg for Campbell. To Davis. Stolen by Scout Horner. Driving, shooting, layup right side, good. Horner has 7. She saw that one from a distance. It's 28-10. Central matching its largest lead. Campbell a missed shot. This is Central with the rebound. Lester goes after it, steals it, lays it up. It is good. Lester with 4. And Campbell has back-to-back buckets by Bella Lester. 28-12. Front court, Central. 65 seconds to play until halftime. Against a Campbell 2-3 zone, it appears. And Central, under a minute we go. 28-12. Central led by 19 just a moment ago. Nope, by 18 on a 19-0 run. And now Lester is saying she elbowed me. And here's the call. This on Bella Lester, her third unofficially. So Central brings on Barnes. Now let's see, for Central to shoot 1+1. This is Cadence Horner, a junior. The basket to our right, number 12 in the white, red, and black. Toss, good. She will have a bonus. So Cadence Horner with 9, change that with 10. First player in double digits here. She is now 2 for 2 at the free stripe. Second toss, short-armed it. Rebound Stanfield for Campbell County. Stanfield, Rutherford, Kitts, Hutchison, Davis in the game. Driving through, Hutchison left side, left-hand layup, good. Hutch with 4. Campbell has carved it down to 15 at 29-14. Front court, here's another 2. This is Central. Bucket by Brewer. So Central ahead 31-14, 29 seconds to play in the first half. Central has led by as many as 18. Campbell has led by as many as 4. Front court, cross-court pass from Stanfield to Davis. Extra steps on a reverse layup that was nice, but they call it travel. And it's Central's basketball up by 17 with 20 seconds to go until halftime. Down to our left, baseline backcourt. Cadence Horner will work it in play. These two teams last played on January 10th. A 68-40 win by Campbell County. Wasn't even close that night. And here, Central turning the tables. Avery Brewer, near side, exchanging with Barnes. Brewer now goes to the left side, a 3-try. 3 seconds, rebound Campbell. That's Rutherford. Campbell will get the shot away, will not count as it misses. And we played 2 quarters. It's 31-14, Central ahead of Campbell County at intermission. You're following Campbell basketball on the WLAF Thole Tire Shop Sports Network.
You're on the move every day. You're mobile, and so is Community Trust Bank. Now you've got one-touch access to your accounts. No need to remember or update passwords. Make a deposit with a click, not a pen. No deposit slip and no line. And get that morning cup of joe without the hassle, without the wait. Community Trust Bank is dedicated to making your banking experience secure, fast, and easy. Don't wait. Go mobile with Community Trust Bank. Building communities built on trust.
Sick today, seen today, here at Cumberland Gap Medical. Hello, this is APRN Amanda Brown. At Cumberland Gap Medical, we can take care of you and your family. From the toddlers to the seniors, we have one of the area's most affordable cash pay programs. Walk in now to be seen or call for an appointment. 423-201-9799. Cumberland Gap Medical is beside Stoplight 10 on East Central at Cumberland Avenue.
This is Lace to Pearls for Girls in downtown La Follette, and this is Jennifer. We're here to serve. We'd love to be your personal shopper. We have ladies' collection of clothing in here along with little girls' collection. So let us shop for you. Come and see us Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays in downtown La Follette.
This is Skeeter with Doyle's Tire Shop. We've been in the same spot since the 1990s. We continue serving you with the same friendly service and top-notch name brand tires as my dad Doyle did when he first opened up.
Whether you're a contractor or you're just handling a project around the house or farm, C&L Metal Sales has the best prices in the tri-state. Metal roofing custom cuts as well as delivery are available from C&L Metal. Be sure and ask us about our lifetime warranty on metal. Matt Klein can handle your big or small jobs from 1 piece of metal to 100. Select from 22 colors. C&L Metal Sales is right behind O'Reilly's Auto Parts in Middlesboro. Just take a left at the first stoplight and C&L is on the right. See or call Matt at 606-248-5744.
This is Matthew Klein, former Cougar number 42. Come see me at C&L Metal.
At intermission, Central with a 17-point lead over Campbell, 31-14. The Lady Bobcats posted 19 straight points after trailing 8-7, scoring 19 straight points. The Lady Cougars, meanwhile, go 9.5 minutes without points. No free throws, no field goals, no threes, as Campbell County just went ice cold. Bella Lester finally got a couple of buckets to get Campbell rolling again. And here we are at intermission, 31-14 is the score. Largest lead of the night by the Central Lady Bobcats is 18 points. That came a couple of times, most notably at 26-8 in the later portion of the second quarter. Individually and unofficially, Avery Brewer has 11 points, tops in the game for both teams. Caden Turner not far behind with 10. The Central Lady Bobcats seeing 7 Lady Bobcats seeing action, 4 get into the scoring column. Q Houston, one of those, with 3. Scout Horner, the other Lady Bobcat, with 7. For Central, Addison Brewer and Jacayla Chandler have played, so has Kaya Barnes. Neither has scored. For the Campbell Cougars, it is 4 points each from Emma Brandenburg, Sailor Hutchison with 4, Bella Lester with 4, 2 from Lacey Pemberton. She had the first 2 of the game. Reagan Stanfield, Carly Kitts, Dusty Rutherford, Reagan Davis have all played. Those ladies have not scored. It is intermission. It is Campbell trailing Central 31-14. Back in a moment on the WLAF Doyle's Tire Shop Sports Network.
At Grace Rehab, we work with all ages to get you back to your optimum. We utilize a variety of specialized equipment and exercises that range from physical therapy to speech therapy, and even specialized aquatic classes offered daily.
They've got a great staff here. They've been a huge help to me. When I leave here, I'm in good shape.
Grace Rehab in La Follette. We want to help you feel your best.
Hello, this is Lisa Caudill from People's Bank of the South. You work all day, you attend after-school activities, and you don't have time to stop by the bank. Sound familiar? Our schedules are just as busy as yours. There aren't enough hours in the day for us at People's Bank of the South either. The answer is online banking, bill pay, and mobile app that allows you to take a picture and deposit a check. Now you can bank 24 hours a day. Check in with People's Bank and simplify your life. People's Bank of the South, member FDIC.
There are 2 types of hot water heaters, thankless and tankless. The thankless kind work like this.
I'm throwing in a load of laundry.
Hold off on that. I'm hopping in the shower.
Renai tankless water heaters work this way.
I'm throwing in a load of laundry.
No problem.
You get an endless supply of hot water even for multiple tasks at the same time.
With a natural gas water heater from PCUD, you get hot water twice as fast as same size electric and for about half the cost. Chop down your hot water energy cost hundreds of dollars a year with PCUD in La Follette or Rocky Top.
Brunei tankless water heaters, the hot way to heat water.
Quality and Clayton go hand in hand. That's quality constructed homes from Clayton Homes. The staff at Clayton Homes, located right here at home in Campbell County at Jacksboro, is ready to help you through all the steps of home ownership, from selecting the home that's just right for you to putting the keys in your hand. Since 1956, Clayton Homes has been making dreams come true. See the home folks about your new dream home from Clayton Homes, 110 North Street near Jacksboro Middle School. Call or just come on by. BP is back. Rice Oil has brought back BP to Big O's Get and Go and Cumberland Crossing BP. BP provides the energy that keeps Campbell County and America moving and helps drive the U.S. economy. Amoco is back on the road. That's right, Amoco is back to bring you the quality fuel America has trusted for more than 100 years. Find Amoco right now at West End Amoco. Amoco, backed by the longest standing fuels guarantee in the nation. BP and Amoco. From Rice Oil, La Follette.
8 Lady Cougars see action, 4 in the scoring column in this first half of action. Let's clarify the foul situation. For Central, Avery Brewer and Jacayla Chandler with 2 each. For Campbell, I gave one of Destiny Rutherford's fouls to Emma Brandenburg. Brandenburg's 41, Rutherford's 14. I turned those numbers around. So Rutherford with 1 foul, Brandenburg with 2 fouls. However, the downside of this is that Lester has 3 fouls. So Lester with 3 fouls, 2 on Brandenburg, and then 1 on Pemberton and 1 on Rutherford for the Campbell Lady Cougars. Lady Cougars have 4 wins in their last 6 games. Central has lost 6 of its last 7, 3 in a row. Not sure you can prove that here tonight as Central leads 31-14 after a dynamic first half of action. Campbell jumped on top 4-0, then 4-3, then 6-3, then it was a 6-5 game. Central took its first lead at 7-6. Campbell regained the lead at 8-7. And then the game changed. Campbell went dry from there for the next 9.5 minutes, all the while Central scoring 19 points to build the lead out to 26-8. And then Campbell got a bucket from Lester, another Lester bucket to make it 28-12. And here we are, intermission 31-14. Campbell returns to the floor, down to our right, taking warm-up tosses. Central is still huddling down to our left with its coach, LeBrandon Marie, as Central, 7 players getting into the game, 4 scoring, but 2 double-digit nights tonight for Avery Brewer, 11, Hayden Horner, 10, and then Scout Horner not far behind with 7 for Central, as Campbell County is in all orange tonight. Next up, the Cougars and Bobcats, and what a treat we have for you in that game. Plus, at the mid-game break, we'll visit with La Follette Middle School Owl assistant coach Jody Hatmaker and some of the La Follette Owls after their big win last night at Kingston to take the Area 2 Tournament Championship with TMSAA and advance with that win now to the sectionals. So we thought it would be a good season, an exciting season for the La Follette Owls. It is coming to fruition as La Follette continues its run in the postseason. We'll visit with those gentlemen coming up at halftime of the next game. Timeout along the way. Back in a moment to start Campbell and Central in the girls' game in just 1 minute on the WLAF Gold Tire Shop Sports Network.
We specialize in quality metal roofing and quality shingles, and of course, all at reasonable prices. We're your locally owned roofing company. We're Valley Roofing. We're located right here in La Follette in the old Woodson Shopping Center. You select the roof and we'll install it. Here at Valley Roofing, we're insured and bring more than 25 years of experience to your job site. Whether you live right here in town or in the surrounding community, we'll be there. We're Valley Roofing. 423-566-6561.
Campbell and Central set to start the second half of action. A lively night here tonight at Bobcat Gym. One of the most impressive crowds we've seen at this venue in many years. It is senior night, that helps. And the Central Bobcats here with just a very few home games remaining on the 2022-2023 schedule. Campbell County has a nice run of home games yet to come. Campbell will start a home stand on January 31st on Tuesday with Powell. That will run all the way through February the 10th. How good is that? There's going to be a road game with Scott in the middle there. That's a makeup game. Front court, Campbell, basket to our right. Here's Pemberton, near block, fakes, shoots, shot, just missing off the front of the iron. Played around forever. Ball is free. Rutherford comes away with it for Campbell to keep this possession on this end. Rutherford, Pemberton, Brandenburg, Hutchison, along with Kitts, the starting five this second half. Brandenburg, Pemberton, double high post. Down low, it's Rutherford flashing open. Houston's there with her step for step. Central man-to-man. Avery Brewer steps up to pick up Hutchison. Hutchison, bounce pass down low, intercepted Central. Stumbling out of there with it is Cadence Horner. Central has the basketball. Campbell spends about 40 seconds without points. 31-14. Central ahead of Campbell with the basketball. Houston, top of the circle, hands it off near side, exchanging from Horner to Brewer. Brewer off the dribble pass to Brewer, Addison Brewer, her sister. Now Central against the Campbell man-to-man. This is Cadence Brewer, and a foul is called on Campbell. This is on the floor. This is against Sailor Hutchison. Hutchison's first. It's our first whistle of the second half. Now we have Houston as we face the basket to our left on the near side. The toss it and play. Rifles it out to Horner. Shot's good. Take that, Addison Brewer. Her first points. A three. Central has its largest lead, coming at 34-24. Front court. Campbell with the basketball. Rutherford down the right side of the lane. Throws it near side to Kitts. On top. Pemberton with the fake. Kitts for Campbell. Bounces it low. Intercepted by Houston. Nearly a travel. Late whistle. Correct call, though, as Q Houston gets away with a shuffle. And then the official on the far side, umpire Charles McClure, caught it. And Campbell has it under its own bucket. So we face the basket to our right on the left side at the end line. Pemberton, number 32 in the orange, will toss it in play with the blue headband. Rifles it way out high to Rutherford. Hangs onto it in traffic at the free throw line. Rutherford, double team. Ball comes free. It's on the floor now, and timeout is called by Campbell, so the Cougars maintain possession. Campbell County trailing Central 34-20. As we're just underway in the second half, third quarter action. Central outscored Campbell 15-8 in the first quarter, then 16-6 in the second, totaling to 31-14 at the mid-game break. Campbell County 9-13, 3-4 in the district, and needless to say, this is a critical district game in the balance here for Campbell. 1-6 is Central in the district. 7 wins of 21 games for the Bobcats. Central returns with Horner change that with Houston, along with the Horner sisters and the Brewer sisters. Campbell has Pemberton to work it in play. The baseline front court, and it comes to Brandenburg. One dribble, turns, throws it back out for Rutherford. Left side three, hits the iron, missed, rebound by Pemberton. Pemberton and jump basketball with Central, and the possession arrow favors the Central Lady Bobcats, so the Lady Cougars turn it over, 34-14. 2-2-1 is a full court press by Campbell. The up defenders, Rutherford and Hutchison. Down the far sideline, Central on the pass to front court. Breaks that press. Deep far corner. This is Brewer, Addison Brewer. And a bump out foul on the far side. This may be on Pemberton for the Campbell Lady Cougars. And it's against Rutherford, number 14. That's the second on Rutherford. So 3 on Lester, 2 on Rutherford, 2 on Brandenburg. Anybody else with 1 or none for Campbell. 2 on Brewer. That's Avery. And 2 on Jacayla Chandler for Central. Central yet to commit a foul here in the second half of action. Campbell in a man-to-man, very active in it. Under 6 minutes to play, third quarter, 34-14. Campbell County has just gone ice cold. Lady Cougars went 9.5 minutes first quarter into the second quarter without a single point. It's been a tough night. On top, here's Avery Brewer for a three try. Rattles around, it's missing. It goes out at the end line. It is a team rebound for the Lady Bobcats of Central. So Bella Lester will hustle back in for Campbell for the first time in the second half. Kitts comes out. Kitts had 21 points last time these two teams met. Houston throws it to the deep near corner. Scout Horner for a three. Got it. That is a three. Horner has 10. She becomes the third Lady Bobcat in double digits, and Central extends the lead out now 37-14. A plus 23 advantage for Central. Campbell has gone almost 3 minutes without points to start the second half. Pemberton on top, had a look, didn't take it. Hands it off to Hutchison. Hutchison to Rutherford. Rutherford in the lane. Shots blocked. saved low by Brandenburg. It's a jump basketball, Campbell's possession. So Brandenburg keeps it alive for Campbell with 4:57 to play. So Campbell County has gone more than 12 minutes, not all together, but 12 minutes without points. It's nearly half a basketball game. Pass comes out high to Lester. Goes to the free throw line to Pemberton. One dribble, forces a pass, intercepted by Houston for Central, re-intercepted by Lester for Campbell. Down low, Brandenburg, left side, left hand, yes! Brandenburg has 6 for Campbell. Campbell's first points. Seems like in a day or two. Coming with 4:40 to play, third quarter. A travel is called on Central. The ball turns back to Campbell. So Emma Brandenburg taking that one to the bank, or Hearthside bank. Big play for Campbell. Lester near sideline to the Cougar bench, throws it deep near corner. Rutherford looks at the bucket, then the defenders show up. She doesn't shoot it. Here's Lester, deep near corner, Brandenburg. Brandenburg nearly traveled, puts the ball on the floor, goes baseline, triple team there, back to Rutherford. Skip pass, deep far corner, Hutchison launches a three, rattles, out, no good. Rebound Brandenburg, back up, left hand, left side, it'll fall away, and now Brandenburg with a putback, spins off the front of the iron, and now a scuffle for the basketball at Central's ball in the jump ball possession. 37-16, 21-point game. Central is led by 23 here just a moment ago. It's the largest advantage. 4:40, change that 4:11 to play in the third quarter. Houston, front court and a foul, not to front court, but threw it up the floor and back court to Avery Brewer. And it is Campbell's Lacey Pemberton with her second foul. That's team foul 3 on Campbell in this second half. They've not posted that on the board yet. One foul on Rutherford, one on Pemberton, and one on Hutchison. Maybe I'm off. They still now it goes to 3 on the board. Front court basket to our left. Central, 4 minutes to play, third quarter. 37-16. Campbell. Basket to our left is where Central is operating. Campbell on a man-to-man. Central content to just hang on to the basketball. Pass it around. Ball goes free to back court. It's an over and back. As two players, Rutherford hits the deck along with Cadence Horner falling to the floor, both up and okay. And it's Campbell's basketball. 3:42 to play, 37-16. Lester will toss it in right in front of us down here below at the sideline on the right side of the floor. Lester, Brandenburg, Pemberton, Rutherford, Hutchison for Campbell County. Hutchison takes the pass in the lane. There's a triple team. There's a foul. It's a push on Central. So Central's first foul of the evening, of the second half. That is number 3 on Avery Brewer. And Campbell has it down to our right at the baseline on the near side of the glass. Pemberton will toss it in play. In it comes to Hutchison, deep near corner. Starts her dribble, bounce past Lester, driving through, loses it off on a high bounce, and it comes to Central. Now Rutherford almost with the steal. It goes out of play. Last touch by Central on the far sideline. And it will stay with the Lady Bobcats. So Campbell County down by 37-16. Has 3:20 to play in the third quarter and a full fourth quarter ahead. So Campbell County has more than 11 minutes to make up some ground here. Campbell has gone more than 12 minutes combined without points tonight. One stretch, 9.5 minutes. And there's a blocking foul on Lester. Lester with 4 fouls unofficially. This one comes with 3:09 to play. She and Cadence Horner have battled tonight. And I think that it was Avery Brewer that exchanged some elbows with Lester earlier. Lester is the one who was caught, though, charged with the foul. Brandenburg for Campbell comes out. On in her stead is Reagan Stanfield. Stanfield guarding Chandler. Campbell County man-to-man, double high post Central. Here on the far side is Scout Horner with the basketball. Throws it up on the wing to Addison Brewer. Now here comes Cadence Horner. Shots blocked away by Campbell. That was Stanfield, saved by Rutherford. Rutherford and Campbell, front court. Deep near corner, Kitts has the basketball. Inside pass, stolen. Chandler throws it right back. It comes to Hutchison for Campbell. Front court, basket to our right. Long pass, high pass, Kitts near side. Kitts has maybe shot once tonight. Here's Brandenburg driving, shooting, shots falling away to the front of the iron, and it's recovered by Central. Central 37, Campbell County 16. Now neither team has scored here for 2 minutes. That bucket by Emma Brandenburg came at 4:40 to play. Here we're down near the 2-minute mark. Shot right side, Chandler is good. So Chandler breaks the ice for Central. Her first two. It's 39-16. Central by 23, matching its largest lead. And a foul on the near sideline. This is a push. That's on Caden Torner, her first. Campbell County's basketball, team foul 2 on Central. Campbell has committed 4 fouls. 2 minutes even to play. Front court, almost a steal. On the stripe, it's Central. As Rutherford gets bumped down, helped back up to her feet and okay. So Campbell has the basketball, far side midcourt. Stanfield the toss it in play to Hutchison. Basket to our right. Central appears as if it's in some type zone, but no, it's basically going to stay a man. As Chandler guards Pemberton, who's posting high. Pass goes far side. Rutherford drives through, throws it near side. Kitts unloads the three. It is a long miss. Rebound by Rutherford. Down low Stanfield. Powers it up. Shot counts if it goes. It misses. And a blocking foul is called on Central. This likely on Chandler. So that's 3 on Chandler. As we face the basket to our right, Pemberton to toss it in play. Team foul 3 on Central, 4 on Campbell. Here's Hutchison, near side, pulls up, shoots a 15-footer, in, out, no good. As it's a shooting violation for Hutchison. The foul on Avery Brewer. Unofficially, I have 4 on Brewer. So Hutchison to the collectibles more free throw line. Campbell County yet to make a free throw tonight. 0 for 5 are the Lady Cougars. Hutchison with 2. This one is going to rattle and fall off the front lip of the iron. Just kind of falls off. Didn't hang back the other way. As Hugh Houston re-enters. Coming out is Addison Brewer. Hutchison for Campbell. 0 for 2 at the stripe. Has 4 points. All in the first half. Number 33 in the orange. Back of the line. Shot. Brewer at the collective more free throw line is good. That's Hutchison. 5 for Hutchison. She's 1 for 3 at the stripe. So Campbell County makes its first free throw here with 1:24 to play. Jumper back the other way. Cadence Brewer. Cadence Houston. Cadence Horner's no good. And now a foul is called against Campbell County. This is a push actually against Cadence Horner, her second. 39-17 is the score. Campbell County trailing Central. 1:15 to go. Hutchison for Campbell. Stanfield to a posting high Pemberton, and a hold is called against Central. This may be against the defender on Pemberton. This is a Scout Horner foul, her first. Team foul 6. So suddenly Central has 6 fouls. Campbell's in the bonus from here on out. 4 fouls on Campbell. Free throw line pass comes to Pemberton. Pemberton will drive down the right side of the lane, forces up a shot, rolls off across the iron, missing, rebounded by Central. Front court the pass, comes down the near sideline to Addison Brewer. Brewer, timeout Central, but maybe save possession here. It's a full timeout. A pause for us, 52.8 seconds to play third quarter. It's Central 39, Campbell 17. You're following Campbell basketball on the WLAF Full Tire Shop Sports Network.
Citizens Bank is a locally owned and operated bank serving communities in East Tennessee. The bank was established in 1934 with 3 guiding principles at its foundation: assurance of safety to depositors, a high standard of service to customers, and a genuine desire to serve the community. These principles are the core factor in the success that has lasted over 85 years and grown Citizens Bank to the renowned financial institution it is today. To learn more about Citizens Bank, visit citizensbank24.com.
We're about a minute short of 3 quarters of action in the books. Central 39, Campbell 17. What got all this started was a 9.5-minute scoring drought for Campbell County. During that drought, Central scored 19 points. Campbell County without a 3 last night, so far tonight without a 3. Campbell's only attempted a handful of threes at that. 39-17 Central, and it's the Bobcats basketball. Houston toss it in play down to our left in front of the Central bench. In it comes to Scout Horner. Posting high is Chandler for Central. Campbell County stays man-to-man. And Central will just kind of run some clock here, rightfully so, maybe holding for the last shot. Ball comes off the sneaker of Central's Horner, and it goes out of play. That's Caden's Horner. It's Campbell's basketball. 35 seconds to play in the third quarter. As Hutchison for Campbell County brings it across the stripe with a left-hand dribble. Goes at near side Lester. Free throw line Pemberton. Pemberton back to Lester. Lester driving, shooting, scoring. Right side lay-in by Lester has 6. 39-19. Central with the ball and the lead. 16 seconds, third quarter. This is Addison Brewer with the basketball, guarded by Stanfield. Needs help. Goes to a trailing Caden's Horner. Out of play on the far sideline. Last touch by the Orange is Central's basketball. Bounce pass comes in play to Scout Horner. Near the center circle, 5 seconds. Near side, Houston tries a shot. It's good. 14-footer. And there's the buzzer to end the third quarter. Houston with 5. Central has a 41-19 lead going to the fourth quarter. You're following Campbell basketball on the WLAF Dole's Tire Shop Sports Network.
I'm Tracy Lobertini with Alco Builders and Realty. Take a look at what we have for you today.
Thanks, Tracy. Now here's a beautiful 3-bed, 2-bath home located at 259 Clover Circle in Jacksboro in the desirable Wheeler Landing subdivision. Recent upgrades on the home include beautiful hardwood floors throughout, neutral paint, updated light fixtures, butcher block countertops, stainless steel appliances, a new roof, and more. The primary bedroom has an en-suite bath with a new walk-in shower. The exterior offers a 2-car garage with concrete drive, a covered front porch, and a level lot. This home has all the amenities you can want and more, currently priced at $275,000.
If you're looking to buy or to sell, my name's Tracy Lobertini, 423-562-0638. Just give me a call.
At the end of 3, Central 41, Campbell 19. That third quarter went the way of Central, 10 points to 5 for Campbell. Campbell started the second half and went more than 3 minutes without points in the third quarter. Campbell's combination, Stanfield, the inbounder at midcourt far side, comes to Hutchison along with Lester, Brandenburg, and Kitts. Central with Chandler and Houston, Avery Brewer, Scout Horner, and Caden's Brewer is in the game. Caden's Horner is in the game for Central. The two sets of sisters, the Brewers and the Horners. Up top, it's Hutchison. Down low, the pass goes to Brandenburg. Spinning shot in the lane, good. Brandenburg with 8. Campbell has carved it down to 20. 41-21, Central's largest lead, coming at 23. A couple of times. Campbell comes away with the basketball. This is Kitts. Kitts for Campbell ahead to Hutchison. Hutchison on the far side returns it to Kitts. Kitts for Campbell. Clear pass to Stanfield. Right corner 3. Rattles good! Stanfield with a 3. Campbell County, Stanfield, and Brandenburg may have started something here to start the fourth quarter. 41-24. Campbell down by 17. The Dr. Jill Browning 2020 tray, by the way, for Stanfield. Everybody saw that one. The deep near corner. Central, front court. Basket to our left. Campbell on the bonus. Central yet to get there. Campbell has committed 4 fouls as a team. Central 6. Chandler just holding the ball. Finally hands it off to Scout Horner. Scout Horner with 10 points. 10 from Caden's Horner. 11 from Avery Brewer for Central. Campbell's best in the game. Brandenburg with 8. Jumper, Central missing. Tapped out. Lester saved by Hutchison. Campbell keeps it alive. 6:28 to play in the ball game. Hutchison, far side, Stanfield can't hang on, goes out of play at the end line. It turns right back to Central. So Campbell with 5 quick points to start the fourth quarter. And here an opportunity on offense after the steal by Lester and Hutchison. Turns right back to Central. Full court pressure, Campbell County. Lester's on the inbounder. Caden's Horner, 5-second count. Campbell's basketball. Credit Bella Lester on that turnover that was forced. And now Rutherford for Campbell County, waiting to come in. Some question as to whether or not Rutherford can come in, as maybe an issue with the play clock. It still is running. They just stopped it here at 6:02. So the referee, Josh Orrick, at the scorer's table, and now time is put back on the clock at 6:23. Lester to toss it in play. Far corner, left side of the glass. The baseline down to our right. Back to Lester after it was handed off to Hutchison. Lester will go to the stripe to shoot 1. If she makes it, a bonus. This is on number 21, Addison Brewer, her second. And I really like the way that umpire Taylor Brisby holds up the numbers. Slow and long enough for an old fellow to see him. Here's Lester at the collective more free throw line. Good. Lester with 7 for Campbell. And now Rutherford comes on. Brandenburg comes out for Campbell County. Rutherford joins Kitts and Hutchison, Stanfield, and Lester, the free throw shooter. Lester at the collectibles and more free stripe has 7 points during the second half. Has carved it down to 16. Second toss, good. She bagged it. 8 for Lester. Campbell down by 15. 41-26. Central on a bit of a dry spell itself. No points yet here in the fourth quarter till then. Yep, there we go. Addison Brewer with a 3. 6 for Brewer. 44-26. Campbell County basket to our right. Here's a pass into Lester. Lester in the lane. Turns. Triple team. Hold is called on Central. This will send Lester to the line to shoot 1+1. Lester there just a moment ago to knock down a free throw and a bonus. This is against Jakyla Chandler, her 4th unofficially. Brandenburg re-enters for Campbell. Rutherford takes her break. Barnes comes on for Chandler for Central. Campbell's combination of Brandenburg, Stanfield, Kitts, and Hutchison, the free throw shooter. Bella Lester at the stripe. 1+1 makes the first, gets a second. She will get a second. It's swishing through at the collectibles and more free stripe. 9 points for Bella Lester. And Campbell makes it a 17-point game. And now Lester for Campbell County with the bonus. Central in the game with the Horners. Second free throw rattles in good. Along with Avery Brewer. Barnes is in the game for Central. And actually both Brewers in the game for the Central Lady Bobcats. Front court, basket to our left, 44-28. Foul is called on Campbell. This may be on Lester. If so, that's her 5th. So the foul is tagged on Hutchison. Hutchison's 2nd. Team foul 5. So Central still short of the bonus status at this juncture. Far side, Barnes tosses it in play to Caden Turner, the junior, with 10 points. All came in the first half. Many in the second quarter. 5.5 minutes to play in the ball game. Central ahead by 16. Bounce pass goes off Kitts, but a foul is committed first by Sailor Hutchison, and unofficially 3 on Hutchison. So Campbell County brings back on Pemberton for Stanfield. Pemberton, Hutchison, Lester, Kitts, and Brandenburg, the Campbell 5. On the near side, tossing it in play, Addison Brewer. Brewer loops it to back court to Avery Brewer, her sister. 44-28, 5:20 in counting. Central, the Brewers exchanging. Pass goes far side Barnes. That's Kaya Barnes, a junior. Ball is tied up, and a hold is called first. This against the Campbell Cougars. Oh, change that. That is okay. That's going on Pemberton. I thought that the official said white, but it's against the orange. That's the 3rd on Pemberton. Central on the bonus now. Free throw goes swishing through for Caden Horner, who now has 11 points. She's 3 for 4 at the stripe. The basket to our left, she shoots again. This one's good. So a dozen for Horner, who had 10 in the first meeting, and it's 46-28. Central ahead of Campbell. Jumper, Campbell missing everything. Rebounded by Horner, front court. Here is the left side layup by Scout Horner. Good. With the left hand, she has a dozen. Front court, Campbell down by 20. 4:52 to play. Between the circles, it's Lester. Inside Brandenburg, skip pass. Hutchison, left wing, 3. Long miss. Rebound, Central. This is Scout Horner with the basketball. 48-28, Central, the ball, the lead. Front court comes to Avery Brewer. Drives through, running shot, and a foul is called on Campbell. 2-shot violation. This will send Central to the line. This on Sailor Hutchison, her 4th. So Lester with 4, Hutchison with 4, 3 on Pemberton for Campbell County. Anybody else with 2 or none. 48-28. Shooting violation for Avery Brewer. Brewer's toss, good. She's only a freshman. A dozen for Brewer, her first points in the second half. 49-28, Central's largest lead, 23, came twice. Here it's back out to 21. Lester hustles out. Reagan Davis checks in, joining Brandenburg, Kitts, Pemberton, and Hutchison. At the free stripe, basket to our left, swish. A baker's dozen for Brewer, who leads her team with 13. 50-28. Central back to a plus 20 lead. Time remaining 4:24. Front court basket to our right. Posting high, Brandenburg. Brandenburg is there. Hutchison stops her dribble, throws cross court to Pemberton. Inside finally to Brandenburg. Driving shot, good. Right hand layup, right side. Brandenburg has 10 for Campbell County. And take it to the bank. Big play by Hearthside Bank. 50-30. Front court. Barnes, right side. Long three. Long miss. Hutchison with the recovery for Campbell County. Hutch in front court with a left-hand dribble. Will drive all the way through. Left-hand layup, left side, no good. She draws her foul on the way to the bucket. And this will send Hutchison to the line to shoot 2 at the Collectibles and More free stripe. The foul on Addison Brewer, unofficially her 3rd. 4 fouls for Central on Avery Brewer and Jakayla Chandler. Anybody else with 3 or none? 3 or less. Free throw good by Hutchison at the Collectibles and More free throw line. Hutchison has 6 for Campbell County. 19-point game. 3:51 to play. Second toss by the Southpaw, good. 7 for Hutchison at the Collectibles and More free throw line. And now Campbell County will bring out Brandenburg in a 50-32 ball game. Full court pressure, Campbell County. A 2-2-1 tight press. Campbell County front court defending against Central. Basket to our left on the wing. Here's a shot for 3 by Scout Horner. It's going to go out of play at the end line. Last touch by Central. A team rebound for Campbell. Lacey Pemberton will inbound down to our left. Brandenburg checks back in for Rutherford for Campbell County, along with Kitts, Davis, Hutchison, and the inbounder Pemberton. 50-32. Campbell down by 18. Campbell led 4-0, and then Central caught Campbell with a lead at 7-6. Campbell regained the lead at 8-7. Then Central went ahead 10-7 on a 3, and it's been all Central since. Inside pass, Brandenburg plays it up, right side off the glass. In, out, no good, back up, yes. Brandenburg with a dozen for Campbell County, 8 in the second half, 50-34. Central, basket to our left. Central throws it out of play on the far sideline, and it will stay with Central, deflected by Davis, they say. So Houston comes on for Barnes. Rutherford checks in for Brandenburg. Now the far side, Addison Brewer tosses the ball in play to her sister Avery Brewer. Avery Brewer, front court, down the right side, goes it deep far corner to her sister. Now the ball is knocked free at the end line. Last touched by Caden Torner. So Campbell County, again bringing back in Brandenburg, 50-34. 2:56 to go in the ball game. Central with some moderate backcourt pressure as Campbell County will see Hutchison. Hutchison brings it across the midcourt line, bounces it to Pemberton. Quick pass near side, Kitts. Kitts for a 3, got it! Kitts for Campbell County's first points tonight. The Dr. Jill Browning 2020 trades a 13-point game, 2:42 to play. Kitts for Campbell from the deep near side, 50-37, closest Campbell has been in a while. It was 15 at 41-26. As Central started the fourth quarter without points for a couple of minutes. Campbell carved it down to 15. Now it's down to 13 at 50-37. Both teams on the bonus. Central on the single bonus. Campbell on the double bonus. We'll visit with head coach Jason Kitts on the TCAT Cougar Wrap-Up Show. Still a ways off as Campbell County's Cougars will play the Bobcats in the nightcap. At halftime of that game, our guest will be assistant coach Jody Hatmaker of the La Follette Owls and several of the La Follette Owl basketball players who were part of that victorious night last night at Kingston. Cherokee Middle School winning over Jefferson of Oak Ridge 44-39 to claim the Area 2 TMSAA Tournament Championship. Camp La Follette moves on now to the sectionals. We'll learn more about that at halftime. Rutherford, Hutchison, Davis, Pemberton, Kitts for Campbell. Returning for Central, Avery Brewer, Hugh Houston, Scout Horner, Caden Torner, and Addison Brewer. Full court pressure, Campbell. Baseline backcourt. Central nearly loses the ball. Thrown in front court, stolen by Kitts for Campbell. Kitts for Campbell will drive through, leaves it off near corner. Here's Hutchison for a three. Long miss, saved by Davis at the end line, lost it out of play, and it goes back to Central. Campbell could have chopped it down to 10 on that Hutchison three, but it missed everything. 50-37, full court pressure, Campbell. Houston throws up the near sideline to Brewer. Now back to Horner. Front court, here's Houston is fouled on the way to the bucket. Shooting violation. So Q Houston will have 2 free tosses for Central. This is a push on Kitts, her first foul. So Campbell has Davis, Rutherford, Hutchison, Pemberton, and Kitts in the lineup. Q Houston at the basket to our left at the free stripe has 2. First one in, out, no good. And now here come Lester and Brandenburg, Davis and Kitts. Change that. Davis and Rutherford coming out, as Davis and Rutherford will likely be back in very soon. Second free throw, Houston. Back iron, no good. Rebound, Pemberton for Campbell. 2:10 to play. Campbell down by 13. 50-37. Hutchison will drive through, will travel, gets bumped, and they call the travel. So the ball did go in, won't count. As the travel happened before the bump in the bucket, there's Jason Kitts sharing some thoughts with umpire Charles McClure. 50-37, 2:05 to play in the ball game. Central with the basketball against full court pressure, still in backcourt. 10-second count on, and they beat it. Front court down the near sideline. Driving the lane, driving the left side of the lane, left side of the baseline. It's no good on the miss by Scout Horner. So Campbell brings back on Lester and Brandenburg, Davis, and Rutherford checking out. So Campbell County against some full court pressure itself. A 2-2-1 press by Central. 1:45 to play. Hutchison for Campbell. Front court, lead pass. Brandenburg driving, shooting, missing. Rebound taken away by Central. Lester had a hand on it. Front court, hook pass. Scout Horner driving, forcing up a shot. Blocked by Pemberton. And Horner hits the deck. She is in some pain, and timeouts requested as the Central's coach, Marie, wondering why a foul was not called there, as it is Horner saying she's okay. So the Campbell County Lady Cougars trailing Central 50-37. We'll have a chance at points with the clock stopped. 90 seconds even to go. 2 shots for Bella Lester, who's 3 for 3 at the line. Changed that 3 for 4 at the line tonight. Has 9 points. Lester's first is good. Lester with 10 points. This one coming at the Collectibles and More free stripe. Rutherford, Hutchison, Kitts, Lester, Pemberton, the 5 for Campbell. Here's the second one, swishing through, good. 11 for Bella Lester and Campbell. 50-39, 90 seconds. The closest Campbell's been in a while. Central has just gone dry. 9 points so far in this fourth quarter, 18 for Campbell. Here's Central against pressure to front court finally. To a wide open Horner, lays it up right side, good. That's Scout Horner with 14 to lead her team. Tops for Campbell, Brandenburg with a dozen. Hutchison for Campbell, near side. Kitts will try a tray. It is good. Kitts for Campbell with 6. 52-42. So Campbell County gave up a 2, made a 3, and 1:11 to play in the ball game. Timeout requested. The Cougars and the Bobcats play next. Next week for Campbell, the Powell Panthers come to Brown Gym on Tuesday. Then on Thursday, Oak Ridge is there. Friday, Campbell ventures to Huntsville to take on Scott. All told, 6 games over 11 days and 3 this week in a matter of 4 days. So we've had some basketball, and it's been fun. But wins with those games make it even more fun. 52-42. Campbell County, Central still huddling. Central down to our left, Campbell down to our right. Collectibles and More opening up tomorrow. 7 days a week it's open, 11 to 6 on Saturday. Stop in and see the folks there. The former Cougar, the old left-hander, Justin Justin Lettner there to say howdy to you and show you what all he has in the store there. All kinds of board games, Hasbro action figures, gaming cards like Magic, Pokemon. Central's basketball baseline backcourt, full court pressure Campbell. 65 seconds to play. Central front court up by 10. And now a carry is called on Central. It turns back to Campbell. So down 10 is Campbell. Brandenburg comes on. Rutherford comes out. Brandenburg joins Kitts along with Pemberton. The inbounder at midcourt far side, Lester and Hutchison. And now they're saying, hold on, as not ready for play just yet. And now Lester will try it again. 61 seconds to go, 52-42, Hutchison for Campbell County. Top of the circle, works off the Brandenburg pick. Needs help, bounces at far side Kitts to Pemberton. Pemberton driving, hooking, shooting, missing. Rebound by Central. This is Caden Horner with the board. To Avery Brewer, front court, 43 seconds. Ball goes to Caden Horner, 38 seconds. Now finally Scout Horner, deep far side. Addison Brewer to Caden Horner. Now to Avery, and a foul is called on Hutchison. And this will be her 5th foul unofficially. So Hutchison for Campbell is disqualified with 30.8 seconds to play. 52-42 is the score. And Davis will come on in place of Hutchison. At the free stripe is Avery Brewer, a freshman, who's 2 for 2 at the free line. 13 points tonight, first of 2, rims out. So Campbell County down by 10. Once down by 23, actually down by 23 twice. Second free throw in, out, no good. Rebound by Lester for Campbell County. Front court Campbell. Here's Lester to Pemberton. Those at near side, Kitts. Kitts bounces low to Brandenburg. Ball goes free. Stolen by Central. Central, 17 seconds. And now Campbell with a foul. So Lester with a foul. That is the 5th on Lester. So 2 Lady Cougars fouled out here in the last 30 seconds. As Lester comes out, she finishes the game with 11 points. 14.6 seconds to play in the ball game. Central 52, Campbell 42. At the line this time is Addison Brewer, a junior, 6 points, both beyond the arc. All those came in the first half. Here in the second half, actually. Free throw good by Brewer. Rattles in. She has 7. She's 1 for 1 at the stripe. 53-42 Central. 14.6 seconds to go. Back at the free stripe, it is short. Rebound Brandenburg for Campbell. So Brandenburg and Rutherford. Rutherford coming across the midcourt line. Tries to hand it off. Stolen by Houston. Houston all alone for a layup. Right side. It is no good. In, out. Rebound by Central. Shot up. Counts if it goes by Brewer. No good. And Central wins 53-42 over the Campbell Lady Cougars. Back in a moment on the TCAT Cougar Wrap-Up Show on the WLAF Full Tire Shop Sports Network.
TCAT is a Cat fan. TCAT at Jacksboro loves the Cougars. Your Tennessee College of Applied Technology is the leader in technical education and industry training. TCAT makes higher education accessible to more Tennesseans. Select from a career in administrative office technology, computer information technology, cosmetology, residential, commercial, industrial electricity, machine tool technology, pharmacy technician, power sports technology, practical nursing, computer information technology, welding technology. Start on your road to success now. Connect to tcatjacksboro.edu.
Hello Cougar fans, I'm former Cougar Randy Heatherly. Gray Insurance is your local independent insurance agency. We'll work with you to insure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value protected.
For more information, visit grayfoxins.com or call 423-562-3346. Gray Insurance on the big 4-lane highway in La Follette. Same building, same outstanding service for more than 60 years.
Inslee's Tire and Service provides road service going to customers stuck on the highway somewhere with tire or engine trouble. Servicing tractor-trailer trucks is another service offered along with mechanical work, alignment, and lifts.
Inslee Tire Center now stocks gear oil and hydraulic fluid in 5-gallon buckets, also DEF and bar oil. Inslee Tire Center is on Baker Highway at the Norma Turnoff in Huntsville, 423-663-2142. And see Inslee Tire Center in La Follette. Terry's Pharmacy delivers. Whether it's at their drive-thrus, at the curbside, or at your doorstep, Terry's is delivering countywide. Don't want to get out of the house? Terry's will safely deliver to your door. Anxious about your pharmacy not having a drive-thru? Terry's will seamlessly help you transfer your prescriptions so you can drive through at one of Terry's convenient locations, La Follette and Jacksboro. At the drive-thrus, drop off your prescription and wait in the parking lot for your phone call when it's ready. Have a question? Want to transfer your prescription? Just call Terry's 423-562-4928. 562-4928.
No matter where you are in Campbell County, you're liable to see us on deliveries. Just honk and wave.
At United Cumberland Bank, our number one focus is people. You see, our employees are our largest shareholders, and they are dedicated to ensure your financial success. And one of the biggest financial decisions you can make is a home loan, and we will help every step of the way. Buying a home is a huge decision, so is choosing the right lender. Find out more at UnitedCumberland.com. United Cumberland Bank. Generations of trust. Neighbors you know. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. All loans subject to credit approval.
It's Campbell falling tonight to Central 52. Changed that 53 to 42. And I guess often when you score 23 points in a quarter, especially the fourth, you probably expect to win the game. Coach Ryan Browning, tough night tonight, but a nice finish, just a few points short.
Well, I think we had 8 points relatively early, and then I don't think we scored for at least, I said a quarter on the bench, but at least maybe a 9-minute drought.
9.5.
Okay, and that's
that was the game.
And it really was. It's and I think, go back to last night against Powell. That second quarter, they're big, got 3 fouls. We brought Brandenburg back in. We couldn't get her the ball, and I went back and watched the video tonight. We had some turnovers and missed layups. Tonight we still that drought started earlier, and I don't think we get into that rut about I'm not hitting my shot, I'm not going to play defense. But I think you saw some undiscipline on our defense. I mean, we were talking about helping off people, not leaving and double teaming anyone. And I don't mean any disrespect to any of the girls on Central because I thought they played aggressive. They were the aggressor tonight. And in girls basketball, usually the aggressor usually has the W next to their name. But I just don't. It's just a weird anomaly. I don't understand that. But I thought we should have done a little bit better there. And I had a decent point there a minute ago, and I just lost it. But it's disheartening. Because, like I said, you just think it's speechless a little bit. And I've been that way before here, so I know it against. But I'm just what I was saying. But I just don't think there was anybody on Central's team. We just need to totally go double team.
Right.
And we were leaving people. And when we left people, it was wide open shooters. I just looked at your card there. Number 21's a junior. I said the way she shot the ball, you thought she was a senior on senior night because it was just. She hit some, and then 12's a good aggressor. She attacks, and then little 24, she got loose for several shots, and just very undisciplined. I thought defense, we just lost track of what we were trying to do.
The 9.5-minute scoring drought from the first quarter to the second quarter. During that time, Central scored 19 points, straight points, and built the lead out to 23 on a couple of occasions. But you're down by 20 starting the fourth quarter. Central went dry to start the fourth quarter. You cut it down to 15. Then you had it down to 13 and then 10. And, at that point, anything could happen, but the time was becoming a factor
and
as well.
that's what me and Adam were talking about coming back to the bench. I said, you're down 15 or 17, so let's just act like it's 16. So let's just trim off 4 points every 4 minutes. Well, next thing you know, I think 5 minutes were gone and we were down 20. That's like, well, we're not doing the right thing there. But, we talked about it kind of like we did in that Carter game. I said we just need to try to make it as ugly as we can. And we got out and we got some shots, we got some layups, and, they hit some things. You just couldn't get that 8-0, 10-0. You couldn't get that little run they got on. And there's still some breakdowns. We still left some people at times when you're like, what are we doing? I mean, and it's, I kind of joke at it, and I joke at it in class when I say something and it's going in my students' ears. I said, there's something between my mouth and your ears that's just not going in place. And I think it happened on the court a little bit tonight, but it was just aggravating. And we thought we left 6 points out there in the first half. We thought there was a couple walks that were kind of iffy. But, they call it. But we need to just – I don't know. I don't know if it was the legs last night, and that's – we weren't supposed to play that game. That was one of the snow-out games kind of deal or whatever. But I don't think that was it. I think Central was the aggressor. And I said it at halftime. We beat them at home. That's not 2 wins. That's 1. They were ready to defend their house, and they come in and they smacked us in the mouth pretty good.
Well, as a fan, certainly a broadcaster, but as a fan, I get really frustrated when we have a player that has a look and wants to pass it, and I'm like, well, wait a minute. You've got a almost an open shot, or you hold it till 2 defenders get in your face.
Right.
We're pass first, shoot second most all the time, it appears.
Well, and Jason's told that all year. I don't want to pick up. I thought Bella, there's been a lot of times this year she's attacked and had a layup and she lays it off. And somebody grabs it, lays it in. So you're like, well, I understand that, but at times we get that mindset of attacking and go ahead and lay it in. You know how it is. You see that layup go in, now I'll step out there and I can get that 3.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, it's just not Bella. She's the one I always feel like she's too conscious of her teammates at times like that. But here's the good thing with them. And you'll go watch some basketball, and you've been in a lot of gyms, and I bet you'll see where one person has it the whole time. This 5, the ones that come up, they all rely on each other. And that's a good thing, and that's a bad thing at times.
Right.
Somebody has to be the alpha. You can look around. You could say people last year. You can say people the year before. Well, here's the thing. They're not here. The ones that are wearing orange tonight are here, and they've got to step up because those kids that have come through, they've learned that progression to step it up. And so that's a learning process. I don't know if you put it on youth, but, there's nobody else is walking in the gym. We got to go do it. And I said it, and I probably said it too many times. I'm done with pep talks. It's just put the uniform on and go do it. And I think at times we're thinking too much, and I know people probably in the stands or on TV or watching thinking, they don't look like they're thinking much at all, but I think sometimes it needs to just be get ball attack. This offense, we're talking about getting downhill. There were some gaps, little matchup, whatever they're doing tonight. There's gaps there, and you got to be able to attack that gap. We talked about a couple practices ago to get, and I don't know if it was Central. I said it was somebody getting in the gap, drawing 2, and then looking for people. But, if they don't draw, what are you supposed to do? You said it. Keep going.
Yeah.
And we're not ever really for that because I don't know how many times we've been going, and you probably saw it, and I kind of said something to Carly last night. She come off in that dribble drive, and there was a couple steps. If she would have just taken one more dribble, she would have realized the Red Sea had parted.
Yeah.
And she kind of ventured out to the left. We fuss in JV games because we got a couple that it's like they're just wanting to go pass it off. And we're like, no, you've got to get downhill, put stress on the defense. And I'm not saying that was the end-all, be-all tonight because we got to score. That much lull. You saw it and everybody saw it. It's just too hard on. Puts too hard on the bench. Your rotations mess up and everything. And like you said, we probably should have pressed a little bit earlier or tried to do something. But they got loose in the back a couple of times and hit threes against it. And then that's going to happen, but. We got to call some more turnovers. How many times did we just get a breakaway steal tonight? I don't know. The ones we did, they called a walk-on.
Yeah.
So, but you know what? Nobody, as far as I know, nobody's going to tweet in, text in, send in that they're feeling sorry for us. So we got to come back.
That's right.
We got to come back and get Central or Powell Tuesday. Oak Ridge is Thursday. Long week again next week. It's just fail where, too, you don't have a lot of home games early, and that hurts sometimes. If you can build out and get a win here, a win there. But, we just need a lot of support come out. Hopefully Tuesday night, Powell losing last night kind of about pushed you almost. You had to win out or at least, beat Central, beat Oak Ridge, maybe split with Powell, get the coin toss. But now, this about locks you into that 4-5 game, unless we can just win all the way out, beat Powell no Ridge. But, so in a district this least populated, not like the old days of having 8 and 9 teams, you're probably, you're going to have that mix where you split. You're going to run into somebody the first game of the district. So I've been around here too long to see that enough. So you just kind of you're not going to play them here again. We'll see them if we see them again. We'll see them at Powell, but learn from it and get better from it. But we'll see what goes on.
Bella Lester and Emma Brandenburg, I thought perhaps were the leaders of the spark in the fourth quarter, the 23-point fourth quarter, to really kind of get things rolling for the
right. Emma got, and that's, Jason texted me today, and I said, they've got nobody can guard Brandenburg, and we got her a touch early. She might have missed one there, made one. She got in that foul trouble. I still don't know where she got that second, maybe the first foul. I don't know, second foul. I don't know. There was at times tonight I felt like it was ref like a middle school game. I'm sorry. I'm just going to say that. I just thought there was times there was a couple touch fouls. I said last night we played at Powell and it felt like a college game. You had to knock somebody down to get a call. Tonight I thought there was one girl that she had the wrong pivot foot. She kind of fell over and it was a foul. There's some things like that, but kids got to adjust, coaches got to adjust. But Bella and Brandenburg fought foul trouble all night. We kind of that people are probably wondering what we did there at the end. We went a lot of offense, defense. Dez and Davis coming in. They're quick. Plus, they didn't have the fouls. Bella had 4 fouls. I think she came in the parking lot with 4 fouls. So, Brandenburg. And Adam made a good point. We thought Brandenburg gets caught a couple for some fouls when she's in there straight up. We thought the young lady there was at 23. It came in off the bench a couple times, maybe. We thought a couple times she kind of bodied when maybe Bella or Lacey was going to the board and she didn't get called. But that's you're going to get more calls at home. I've tried to remind some refs over the years. I say we're the home team. We're playing at home. We need some calls, but that happens, and that was because Bella was having a rough night. And we just tried to say just simplify it, just go play. Just let things happen, And Bella, she's skillful. She's getting to where that shot's better. We've been on to, keep doing those little things. Rebound, don't forget about rebound. That's why I told her she missed a shot earlier. And she kind of stood there. I said, it don't bother me you missed a shot. Anybody's walked in that gym and shot one's missed one, maybe except Paul Green. But it's the part where you stopped and you didn't rebound. I've seen, my own offspring do that. Just don't let one thing. You just keep playing. Just keep playing. Let things happen. And you keep hustling, things work out, right? And I thought Bella and Brandenburg did that better. We're trying to get Lacey. Lacey's still trying to get over that ankle all the way. She's kind of up. She was frustrated. She said, why am I not finishing? And so when we get her going, that was what was aggravating about her hurting the ankle through the Christmas tournament is where she played a great fourth quarter in overtime, and then all of a sudden she rolled her ankle in that next game. So we got to get her going. She's a big cog in this wheel. We got to keep it going and get everybody. Like I said, everybody relies on everybody. So, this team can come out, 5 of them score 4, and 5 of them score 10 or 12. But we like to get that 10 or 12 a little bit more. So we got to keep it going and just see what we can do.
Still a lot of basketball to go. How do you, get that mindset back to we're 0-0 next game Tuesday home with Powell? How do you get that mindset back to forget about what's happened already? Let's start fresh.
Well, that's easier said than done. You know, and that. And I think Monday you've got to come in. I think we need to shoot the ball. I think we need to do something. We may have to go light on the legs again just because it's going to be a busy week. Powell, I think there's time we got to speed them up a little bit. I think we could have forced them some turnovers, but foul trouble and, little things like last night, that's going to happen. But, I think we got to come in and get our shot down. Lately, Bella's shot, Dez's shot's coming back down a little bit. Sailors has been up and down. Kids have been shooting the ball really well. She had a tough night last night. Had a tough night. She got hot a little bit late there. But I think we got to get back to the little basics there. But you still, like you said, there's a lot of games left, and you can't be – it's easy, and me and Adam sometimes we Jason's not being the bad guy. Me and Adam don't want to be the bad guy, but we were trying to be the bad guy a little bit today. I don't know if they're going to respond to that a little bit. But it's still uncharted territory for a lot of them. Lacey, Kitts, they played the most last year. Berg, Berg, Sailor, Bella. They were coming off the bench. And so that aspect's different. Dez wasn't even on varsity last year, and so you got to keep them in that mindset that it's obviously we're not happy if we're playing well, we're winning or we're pushing through. But we've got to work on some things. What was it last night? I think we're now 1-8 in games 6 points and less.
Oh boy!
And if you win 2 of the 3 of the first ones, do you push through and win more of those? And so we are who we are. We're going to be in a lot of close games. So we've got to do things down the stretch to do that. To get through those games. And we've still got to work. It's still, there's a lot of details that, I know people see, we still see it. But when you tip the ball, players make plays. And it's hard to, I guarantee whatever people are watching the stands, they're saying, why didn't they say that? I promise, we've said it again, and we've said it loud, and I'm going to keep saying it. But it's got to click, and like you said, I don't think we're going off and doing a lot of. It's not like we're going off and doing a lot of one-on-one. At times we may be taking some bad shots, and that may be why we're not scoring. But we just got to keep working on it. If we take a thing, I think we shot free throws well tonight. That's the thing we've talked about it. Brooke does the book, and it's. Ask her how many free throws we shot. I think at one point this year, maybe it's just 2 weeks ago, we were averaging 9 free throws a game.
Got to have more than that.
That's right. That's 2 a quarter. And I think last year it just felt like we were going more. Maybe we got downhill a little bit more, and maybe you're up a little bit, so you get fouled and you're shooting them at the end of the game.
Mm-hmm.
I talked to Brad about that a couple of weeks ago. I think one year, it was the year we played with COVID restrictions. I think we just went to the line 8 times that year. We ran. We didn't have as many posts, and you know how it is. You got Madison Brady in the middle. You're going to go to the free throw line a lot. You got 2 people hanging on her. But and I think that shows the part about not getting downhill, things like that. So because we're not. I think at times we have been bad shooting free throws this year, but I think after Christmas we have done better. But you know how it is. If you get fouled and go to the line just once a game. You miss the first one, make the second, you're 50%. But if I get to the line next 2 times, I may hit all 4. I'm at 5 for 6. And we've got to be that way. Saylor's good about getting downhill that left hand. We got to still keep her on that right side. Kitts is attacking more this year. We still need to get her attacking. Bella, I think Bella's where she's shooting better. She's not attacking as much. At least like we talked about. If I go in to score, I'm gonna get fouled. But sometimes if I dish it off, it goes off a knee and it goes out of bounds. Still our ball. But we need to get to the line more and more, especially, a lot of times, sometimes, like tonight, we don't rotate the bench a lot, when you get down. So if we get to the line, everybody catches their breath a little bit. And so, but, there's a lot of factors there. And I know it does look simple on TV. Because you're at the TV, you're always talking to it. And but we got to keep working. And I guess you want to say at some point something clicks and you look different. And maybe we don't look different until next year. It may take that whole year, and it's a growth pattern, but, we got to grow quick because, like you say, we got 3 weeks for the district tournament, I think, maybe. Right. So those 2. 3 and 2. So we got 8 games. And so I'm not going to quit. I don't expect them to quit, and we got to keep that mindset. And it gets disheartening, how it is, especially when you lose those kind of games. Mm-hmm. You come in a game, maybe say, well, we're expected to win it. Well, then you need to show up and do it. And we need to do better with that.
Well, Coach, we appreciate you taking time and sharing some frustrations with us. I think all those in orange and blue feeling some, but tough game tonight and have a chance to make amends on Tuesday at home.
Well, we'll have to do it here. And I didn't notice Carson's working with you now. I don't remember Carson. Clayton may not remember me. You remember? Okay, I'm assuming he's still a Cardinals fan. No, he dropped him. Okay. Well, good. We won't talk about Scott Rowland. Okay, so, but I appreciate y'all. Of course, I appreciate everything WLEF does for us because it's a blessing. I know a lot of people can't come out and watch tonight, and everybody can watch from wherever they're at. You can go back and watch it and see things, and we just appreciate everything out. Hope for a good crowd coming out on Tuesday night.
Coach, we'll look forward to it, and we appreciate you as always, and we wish you a good night.
All right, good deal, buddy. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Coach Ryan Browning, Lady Cougars falling in a tough one tonight, to the Central Lady Bobcats, 53-42. Back in a moment, we'll talk individual scoring and get you set for the Cougars Bobcats game here at Central on the WLAF Thor's Tire Shop Sports Network.
Hi, I am Bailey Ball from a fall at my supply, and I am here with my brother Brody. C is for PVC pipe. C is for rebar. Oh, we deliver rebar too. We carry septic chambers and septic tanks. We carry hydraulic oil and motor oil. Does anybody need a little brother? See if all of mine supply.
At First National Bank, we put you first with local lending and local decisions. Our First National Bank lenders are a part of the Campbell County community. They not only live and work here, they're involved here. F&B's experienced hometown lenders make the decisions right here with a quick turnaround. Remember us when it comes to local lending and local decisions. Located at 2408 Jacksboro Pike, 423-566-5326. Your family, your future, your bank. First National Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Go Cougars!
La Follette Utilities Board continues to be a locally owned public utility that anticipates and meets the community's needs at the lowest achievable rates. The mission of LUB is to provide our customers with reliable, economical, and friendly service in a continuous effort to enhance the quality of life in our community. Caring Neighbors, sponsored by La Follette Utilities, is an emergency assistance fund offering temporary help for paying utility bills. You can be a caring neighbor by donating $1 or $2 each month added to your LUB bill.
This is former Lady Cougar, Dr. Jill Cox Browning. If you can't see the scoreboard, come on down and see me in the Walmart Vision Center.
Better vision begins with a phone call to former Lady Cougar, Dr. Jill Browning, 423-566-5850.
I can see the scoreboard. I can see the scoreboard.
See Dr. Jill Browning inside the Walmart Eye Center, open Monday through Thursday. Appointments are available.
Tenova Medical Group is making it easier to see a primary care provider in the La Follette area quickly. Schedule an appointment online anytime at TenovaLaFollettePCP.com.
Here's to the grown-ups. Your car is now your office, stage, nursery. Sorry, Erie Insurance offers products that lots of other companies don't. That's a big deal, and it's a good deal too. And with Erie, you get your own independent agent, not a giant corporate call center or some online robot. You meet with a real person, like this.
Give us a call at 562-2112. Check us out on the web at eehill.com or just stop by and see us at 701 West Central Avenue, La Follette.
Erie Insurance. You're on the move every day. You're mobile, and so is Community Trust Bank. Now, you've got one-touch access to your accounts. No need to remember or update passwords. Make a deposit with a click, not a pen. No deposit slip and no line. And get that morning cup of joe without the hassle, without the wait. Community Trust Bank is dedicated to making your banking experience secure, fast, and easy. Don't wait. Go mobile with Community Trust Bank. Building communities built on trust.
Sick today, seen today, here at Cumberland Gap Medical. Hello, this is APRN Amanda Brown. At Cumberland Gap Medical, we can take care of you and your family. From the toddlers to the seniors, we have one of the area's most affordable cash pay programs. Walk in now to be seen or call for an appointment. 423-201-9799. Cumberland Gap Medical is beside Stoplight 10 on East Central at Cumberland Avenue.
Whether you're a contractor or you're just handling a project around the house or farm, C&O Metal Sales has the best prices in the tri-state. Metal roofing custom cuts as well as delivery are available from C&O Metal. Be sure and ask us about our lifetime warranty on metal. Matt Klein can handle your big or small jobs from one piece of metal to 100. Select from 22 colors. C&O Metal Sales is right behind O'Reilly's Auto Parts in Middlesboro. Just take a left at the first stoplight and C&L is on the right. See or call Matt at 606-248-5744.
This is Matthew Klein, former Cougar number 42. Come see me at C&L Metal.
At Grace Rehab, we work with all ages to get you back to your optimum. We utilize a variety of specialized equipment and exercises that range from physical therapy to speech therapy, and even specialized aquatic classes offered daily.
They've got a great staff here. They've been a huge help to me. When I leave here, I'm in good shape.
Grace Rehab in La Follette. We want to help you feel your best.
Hello, this is Lisa Caudill from People's Bank of the South. You work all day, you attend after-school activities, and you don't have time to stop by the bank. Sound familiar? Our schedules are just as busy as yours. There aren't enough hours in the day for us at People's Bank of the South either. The answer is online banking, bill pay, and mobile app that allows you to take a picture and deposit a check. Now you can bank 24 hours a day. Check in with People's Bank and simplify your life. People's Bank of the South, member FDIC.
Central wins over Campbell's Lady Cougars 53-42 for Central, and the game Scout Horner tops with 14, 13 from Avery Brewer. Cajuns Horner with a dozen tonight, 7 from Anderson Brewer, 2 from Jacayla Chandler, also 5 from Q Houston for Central, a total of 53. For Campbell, Emma Brandenburg with a dozen, Bella Lester with 12, change that. Emma Brandenburg with a dozen, Bella Lester with 11, 7 from Sailor Hutchison, 3 from Reagan Stanfield, 2 from Lacey Pemberton, Carly Kitts with 6 for Campbell. Destiny Rutherford and Reagan Davis played, did not score for the Lady Cougars, falling to 9 and 14 on the season, 3 and 5 in the district. Central now 8 and 14, 2 and 6 in the district. Time to name our collectibles and more player of the game. It is Emma Brandenburg. Emma Brandenburg, our collectibles and more player of the game, will enjoy a ribeye dinner from Legends Hometown Grill at the corner of South Cumberland and East Kentucky Avenues in La Fala. Back in a moment, the start of the second half of action tonight, second of 2 games. Campbell visiting Central on the WLAF Doyle's Tire Shop Sports Network.
BP is back. Rice Oil has brought back BP to Big O's Get and Go and Cumberland Crossing BP. BP provides the energy that keeps Campbell County and America moving and helps drive the U.S. economy. Amoco is back on the road. That's right, Amoco is back to bring you the quality fuel America has trusted for more than 100 years. Find Amoco right now at West End Amoco. Amoco, backed by the longest standing fuels guarantee in the nation. BP and Amoco from Rice Oil, La Follette.
We specialize in quality metal roofing and quality shingles, and of course, all at reasonable prices. We're your locally owned roofing company. We're Valley Roofing. We're located right here in La Follette in the old Woodson Shopping Center. You select the roof and we'll install it. Here at Valley Roofing, we're insured and bring more than 25 years of experience to your job site. Whether you live right here in town or in the surrounding community, we'll be there. We're Valley Roofing, 423-566-6561.
Tenova Medical Group is making it easier to see a primary care provider in the La Follette area quickly. Schedule an appointment online anytime at TenovaLaFollettePCP.com.
Citizens Bank is a locally owned and operated bank serving communities in East Tennessee. The bank was established in 1934 with 3 guiding principles at its foundation: assurance of safety to depositors, a high standard of service to customers, and a genuine desire to serve the community. These principles are the core factor in the success that has lasted over 85 years and grown Citizens Bank to the renowned financial institution it is today. To learn more about Citizens Bank, visit citizensbank24.com.
Campbell and Central warming up. Campbell down to our left, Central down to our right. Central's lost 4 straight. Its last win was over Campbell on January the 10th. Campbell's lost 5 straight after 3 straight wins. Central comes in 10-13, 1-6 in the district. Campbell 0-7 in the district, 8-11 in all games. Probable starters for Coach Joe Ward: Mighty Troy, J.D. Harris, Trey Robinson, Joshua Brown, and Chris Bozeman. I had Bozeman with 49 points in the game on January 10th. One scorebook had him with 51, and another had him with 54, and they're going with the 51. But should they look at that 54, that would be the school record for most points in a game in the history of Central High School basketball. For Campbell County, probable starters tonight: the forwards, Adama Sanogo, 6'3", 196 senior; Gavin Cox, 6'4", 215 sophomore. In the middle, John Long, 6'3", 190 senior. The guards, Devin Jones, 6 feet 165, a senior, and David Adkins, a senior, 6'3", 155. In the earlier meeting, Adkins had 8, Jones had 32, Elijah McKinney had 2, 17 from Adama Sanogo that night, 11 from Gavin Cox. John Long with a stellar performance and 22 points. For the Central Bobcats, as mentioned, Bozeman had, take your pick, 49, 51, 54, a big night nonetheless. 14 came from Trey Robinson, 9 from J.D. Harris, 7 from Xavier Gibby, who's not quite full speed tonight, and he'll be a game-time decision as to whether or not he'll probably play for Coach Joe Ward. Ernie Clausen is the head coach of the Cougars. His assistant is his brother Brandon Clausen. Campbell lost last night to Powell in a close one, 64-58 on Hunter Gym. And on Tuesday, it was Carnes winning at home over Central, 65-48. Back in a moment. This is the WLAF Doyle's Tire Shop Sports Network.
Hello, Cougar fans. I'm former Cougar Randy Heatherly. Gray Insurance is your local independent insurance agency. We'll work with you to insure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value protected.
For more information, visit grayfoxins.com or call 423-562-3346. Gray Insurance on the Big 4-lane highway in La Follette. Same building, same outstanding service for more than 60 years. Terry's Pharmacy delivers. Whether it's at their drive-thrus, at the curbside, or at your doorstep, Terry's is delivering countywide. Don't want to get out of the house? Terry's will safely deliver to your door. Anxious about your pharmacy not having a drive-thru? Terry's will seamlessly help you transfer your prescriptions so you can drive through at one of Terry's convenient locations, La Follette and Jacksboro. At the drive-thrus, drop off your prescription and wait in the parking lot for your phone call when it's ready. Have a question? Want to transfer your prescription? Just call Terry's, 423-562-4928, 562-4928.
No matter where you are in Campbell County, you're liable to see us on deliveries. Just honk and wave.
At United Cumberland Bank, our number one focus is people. You see, our employees are our largest shareholders, and they are dedicated to ensure your financial success. And one of the biggest financial decisions you can make is a home loan, and we will help every step of the way. Buying a home is a huge decision, so is choosing the right lender. Find out more at UnitedCumberland.com. United Cumberland Bank. Generations of trust. Neighbors you know. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender. All loans subject to credit approval.
Quality and Clayton go hand in hand. That's quality constructed homes from Clayton Homes. The staff at Clayton Homes, located right here at home in Campbell County at Jacksboro, is ready to help you through all the steps of home ownership, from selecting the home that's just right for you to putting the keys in your hand. Since 1956, Clayton Homes has been making dreams come true. See the home folks about your new dream home from Clayton Homes, 110 North Street near Jacksboro Middle School. Call or just come on by.
The folks at Hensley Tire and Service welcome you by their new location at the corner of Beach and Indiana Avenue in La Follette. Hensley's Tire and Service provides road service going to customers stuck on the highway somewhere with tire or engine trouble. Servicing tractor trailer trucks is another service offered along with mechanical work, alignment, and lifts. 423-563-TIRE. That's 563-8473.
At First National Bank, we put you first with local lending and local decisions. Our First National Bank lenders are a part of the Campbell County community. They not only live and work here, they're involved here. F&B's experienced hometown lenders make the decisions right here with a quick turnaround. Remember us when it comes to local lending and local decisions. Located at 2408 Jacksboro Pike, 423-566-5326. Your family, your future, your bank. First National Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Go Cougars!
Here come the Campbell starters. First Evan Jones, now David Atkins, Adama Sanogo. Campbell in the smoky gray with orange numerals, trim. Gavin Cox for Campbell. And then up front, it's John Long. Long here tonight for the Cougars, along with Jones, Atkins, Sanogo, and Cox. And now Coach Joe Ward, a little extra show of respect for John Long here, the head coach at Central. And now for the Central Bobcats. Mighty Troy, number 1. Number 2, J.D. Harris. Also for the Central Bobcats, number 10, this is Trey Robinson. Robinson with 14 points in the first meeting with Campbell, a Central win. And here comes Chris Bozeman. So Bose with 49 by our account, 51 by one scorebook, 54 the other. And then here comes Josh Brown. Up front, big man for Central. He'll battle with John Long in the paint much of the night for the Campbell Cougars. The officials for tonight's game, the referee is Josh Orrick. Taylor Brisby is the umpire, along with Charles McClure, the other umpire for the contest tonight. And now for Campbell, Gavin Cox to leap with J.D. Harris. As Campbell is in the smoky gray, as mentioned, the orange trim, Central and all white with red numerals trimmed in the black. And the Central Pep Band here, one of the largest crowds we've seen at this venue in a long, long time. Senior night helps as well, but it's a lively house here in Fountain City. Taylor Brisby steps in, tosses it up, tap control Campbell. Atkins drives, forces a shot up. It's blocked partially, couldn't get it to finish. Rebound Central. Here's Bozeman back the other way. As Campbell County may go box and one, opening up in a 3-2 zone, it appears, to the free throw line up top to Troy. Deep far corner shot, good. This is Brown, an 18-footer. So Brown puts his team on top, 2-0 over Campbell. Full court pressure by the Central Bobcats and an official timeout as something's going on with the basketball, and Devin Jones is saying there's something on the ball. Not sure if it's blood or sweat or what it is, but umpire Taylor Brisby stepped in to call time, and they're checking the ball. See, maybe somebody spilled their soft drink on it. As Devin Jones for Campbell wiping the bottoms of his sneakers, maybe to kind of get a little of that stickiness off his fingers. Full court pressure, Central. Campbell with Cox, rifles to front court to Long. Long will work to the paint. Throws a fast far side. Here's Jones, thought about a three. Picked up by Troy in the man-to-man. Jones for Campbell with 32 in the January 10th game with Central. John Long had 22, 17 from Sunogo that night. Deep three. Jones, no good. He says it's partially tipped. No one saw it. Jones is like, missed everything. Somebody had to touch it. Central with the ball, the lead. We played 1 minute in this opening game. 2-0 Central. Campbell with a 3-2 defense. That's Bozeman on the far side, drawing the attention of Long and Adkins. Pass comes to the deep near corner. This is Troy, mighty Troy, along with Robinson. Back to Brown. Deep inside pass goes to Harris. Harris on top, Bozeman. It's a long three. It's rattling away. Tipped out, saved by Sunogo for Campbell after help from Jones. Sunogo, front court for Campbell. Foul from behind by Harris. And that's the first foul of the game tonight. This on J.D. Harris, the junior. Ball stays with Campbell. Gavin Cox down to our left as we're on the second level here at Bobcat Arena. Cox to toss it and play nearest to the Central bench, right there with a standing Joe Ward. Here's Long in the lane. Throws it far side. Atkins launches a tray. Got it! David Atkins rips the ropes with three. Campbell jumps on top, 3-2. Dr. Jill Browning, 20-20 tray. Everybody saw that one. 6:17 left first quarter, 3-2 Campbell. Double high post Central. Brown far side, near side. Robinson tries a jumper. It won't go. Leaping in for the rebound is Atkins. Shuffles the pass up the near side. Front court to Jones. Almost to travel. Trying to throw it inside to Cox. To Atkins. To Long. Corner jumper. No good. Rebound. Davis. Change that. Jones throws it to the Sunogo for Campbell. Back to Jones for a three. It's going to hit this side of the iron and come away in the hands of Central's Trey Robinson. Front court. Campbell had a couple of chances. Front court Central. Brown down low. This is Harris. Harris in traffic to Brown. Brown battles high, hard, no good. Rebound Sunogo, maybe a double dribble. Front court, Jones down the left side, driving, shooting, scoring for Campbell. Jones has two. Taking that one to the bank, hard side bank, a big Cougar play. Driving back the other way, Bozeman to Harris, lays it in, good. Harris has two, so Campbell ahead 5-2. Now it's a 5-4 game. The quick pace, 5:15 to play. First quarter, John Long, deep far corner, the double team is there for Long. Throws it to Sunogo, left side, right hand, good. Sunogo lays it in, has two, and Campbell stretches the lead out to 7-4. Largest lead, 2 by Central, 3 by Campbell. Just under 5 minutes to play opening quarter. Campbell in a 3-2 zone. Jumper near corner. This is off the top of the iron. Tipped out by Long, almost saved by Bozeman. Jumper, good. Bozeman, 15-footer, his first two. And his team ahead, trailing Campbell 7-6. Front court, Campbell with the lead, the ball. Long, far wing, works to the baseline, draws the double team. Almost a hold, it is a hold. This is on Robinson, as maybe a shade late on the toot there. So the foul is on Robinson. He and Harris with the two fouls. Keith Perez, the senior, comes in as Robinson comes out. Robinson unofficially with 1 foul. Here's Long from in front. Shot, rims away. Rebound by Sunogo, back up. Can't go. He gets bumped down, back up and okay. Perez with the rebound for Central. Here's Troy in front court with a left-hand dribble. Throws it far side Bozeman. Posting high Brown. To take the pass now is Harris. Top of the circle. Free throw line jumper Brown. Got it. Brown, a nice touch for a big man. He has 4. It's a 7. Change that. It's an 8-7 game. Central regains the lead. Here we are at 4:08 to play in the first quarter. Bounce pass. Jones to Long. Far side. Front court. Basket to our left. Campbell. Here's Jones. Stops his dribble. Long hook pass across the floor to Atkins. Drives the baseline. Stops. Jumps. Shoots. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Central. But Sunogo takes it away after help from Atkins. Lays it up. Good. It spins through on the right side off the glass. 4 for Sunogo. 9-8 Campbell. 3:41 and counting. Opening quarter. Basket to our right. Here's Brown. Free throw line jumper left for Central. Good. 6 for Brown. He has the hot hand. Central seesaws back into the lead at 10-9. Lead pass front court to Atkins. Leaps high for it. Far side. Throws it to Long, who will arrive the baseline. Fakes. Shoots. Scores! John Long with a swisher from the right corner. And Campbell calls timeout. It's 11-10 Campbell, as it is Campbell and Central battling here at Bobcat Gym. 11-10. Campbell back into the lead on the John Long jumper. Time remaining 3:18. We're in the first quarter. We'll visit with head coach Ken Weaver and assistant coach Jody Hatmaker and some of the Owls from the LaFollette Owl basketball team, TMSAA Area 2 District Tournament champs, winning last night at Kingston over Jefferson of Oak Ridge 44-39. What a fun run for the Owls as their season continues into the sectionals next. And we'll talk about that coming up at intermission. Here, a long way from there, 11-10 score. The score, Campbell ahead of Central, 3:18 to play. Campbell returns Will Lester in place of Sunogo, along with Cox, Jones, Adkins, and Long. Perez and Brown. Bozeman for Coach Joe Ward. Troy and Harris. Front court, basket to our right. 6 tonight for Brown. Here's a jumper, far side. This is Troy. Back iron miss. Rebound Brown. Tosses it to Bozeman. Drives hard of the lane. Lays it off to Brown. Lays it up and in. Brown has 8 to lead all scorers. Central back in the lead. 12-11. Adkins against full court pressure. Gets help from Cox. Cox still in backcourt. Will just dribble it across the line himself. Down to the far corner. It goes to Adkins. Lost control. It goes loose. Here's Central. A 2-on-2 break. Harris driving, pumping, shooting, missing over Long, followed by Troy, no good. Rebound back up Harris, yes! Harris, no quit there. 14-11, Central with its largest lead over Campbell at +3. Campbell's largest lead, +3. Long, deep far corner, trap. Hook pass comes to a trailing Atkins down the far sideline. Skips the pass near side to Jones. Devin Jones will work off the John Long pick. Now bounces it far side to Atkins. Long 3. Hits the iron, no good. Lester has it for Campbell, deep far corner, keeping it alive. Driving, reversing, shooting, he's fouled. Will Lester steps to the stripe now to shoot 2 for the Campbell Cougars. Number 43 in football and basketball is fouled by Joshua Brown, the first on Brown, the third on Central. Campbell yet to commit a foul. At the Collectibles, a more free throw stripe, it's Will Lester. He had 4 last night. Lester toss, got it. Kind of a line drive, but it went right through. Elijah McKinney checks in. Gavin Cox checks out. He joins Long, Atkins, Jones, and the free throw shooter, Will Lester. Lester at the Collectibles, a more free throw stripe. Trying to collect one more point. Toss, back iron, no good. Rebound Brown for Central. It's a 14-12 game. Central with the ball, the lead. Harris and Bozeman exchanging. Now it goes off the toe of Harris. I thought out of play. Now they're saying it went off Lester at the end line. It will stay with the Central Bobcats, up by 2, 14-12. The basket to our right. Harris is on the left side. Takes the pass at the end line from the official. Bounces it in slowly to Brown. Brown on the block, far side. Throws it back out to Bozeman, left of the key. On top, Perez at the free throw line. Flicks it deep far corner. Brown skips it to Troy. Now down to the near side. This is Harris. Flicks it, knocked away, stolen by Campbell. Here comes McKinney. Driving, shooting, missing. He's fouled. McKinney bumped by Bozeman. And for Bozeman, his first unofficially. That's number 11, Chris Bozeman, the senior. Change that, the junior. At the line, Elijah McKinney, 6'2", 145 senior, had 3 last night. 2 in the first meeting with Central. Here he is at the Collectibles Moore free strike for 2 tosses. First one, rattles in, rattles out. So McKinney will try for one more as Jason Coughlin, a junior, checks in. Coming out is Harris for Central. It's Bozeman, now Coughlin, Perez, Brown, and Troy. Free throw, McKinney can't get it to go. Tapped out of play, last touched by Central. Campbell's basketball. Change that. Campbell, Central's basketball. John Long battling for that errant shot of McKinney's free throw. 14-12, 140 left first quarter. Posting high, Brown at the free stripe. On the block on the far side is Perez. Quite a 1-2 up front punch there. This is Coughlin with the basketball between the circles. Finds help from Bozeman, guarded by Jones in the 3-2 matchup. Here is Bozeman. Throws it inside to Brown, nearly traveled. Turns, shoots in the paint right in front. No good. Late whistle, foul called on Campbell. So Campbell commits its first foul. This is on David Adkins. Adkins first at the stripe. Josh Brown leads all scorers tonight with 8. His team Central ahead of Campbell 14-12. 81 seconds left first quarter. The basket to our right. Brown, first of 2. Nice touch. It just rims out. Not enough touch. So number 34 with the red sneakers steps back to the black stripe here at Bobcat Gym. Fountain City spins the ball, flexes the knees, launches the shot. This one goes. So 9 for Brown. So he leads all scorers. 9 of Central's 15 points. Central back to its largest lead now at 3. 1:16 remaining first quarter. Front court, McKinney down the far side. Throws it back to the center circle to Jones. Posting high, John Long. Drawing some attention. Here's Lester with the basketball on the catch. Bounces it far side, Adkins. Ball high above his head. Skips it to Jones on the wing. Sets, shoots a 3. It's hitting the iron. Tapped out. Saved by Central. Perez pulls it down with power. Clears to Bozeman. Central front court, Bozeman. Flies down the right side of the lane. Pulls up. 6-footer. Rims away. It goes out of play. Last touch by Central. Campbell's ball. Long and Perez fighting for the loose ball. It comes to Campbell on the out-of-bounds play. Team rebound, Campbell. Jones against full court pressure. Throws the pass down the near sideline, front court to Lester. Basket to our left. Jones bounces it far side, McKinney. Throws it to Adkins. Stolen by Bozeman. Quick hands. Bozeman throws it off the foot of Jones, and it stops a fast break effort. Turns it right back to Central. It keeps it with Central. Adama Sanogo with 4 early points. Checks back in. Will Lester checks out. It's Jones. Change that. It's Jones. Long. Now Cox is back in. Let's set the Cougar combination as McKinney comes out. So here it is. It's Cox, the inbounder, left side of the glass. Basket to our right. Change that Central's basketball. Coughlin to toss into play. Sanogo, Cox, Jones, Long, Adkins, the 5 for Coach Ernie McClawson. On top, Bozeman with the basketball. Campbell 3-2 zone. The low players. Cox far side, near side. Sanogo way up top, a 3 by Bozeman. He got it. He's so far away from the defenders that you're not going to step out on him every time. That was probably at least 25 feet. 18-12, Central with its largest advantage over Campbell. Front court, basket to our left, Cougars. John Long, right side of the free throw line, got it. Long really leaves the floor high on his release and almost even with the bucket when he lets it go. Central's shot at the horn is no good. We played 1. The score after 1 quarter of play at Central is the Bobcats 18, Campbell 14. You're following Campbell basketball on the WLAF Phillips Tire Shop Sports Network.
Here's to the grown-ups. Your car is now your office, stage, nursery. Sorry, Erie Insurance offers products that lots of other companies don't. That's a big deal, and it's a good deal, too. And with Erie, you get your own independent agent, not a giant corporate call center or some online robot. You meet with a real person, like this.
Give us a call at 562-2112. Check us out on the web at eehill.com, or just stop by and see us at 701 West Central Avenue, La Follette.
Erie Insurance.
In the first quarter, 9 points tops. That's coming from Joshua Brown. 5 from Chris Bozeman for Central. 4 from J.D. Harris. Campbell has 4 each from Sanogo. Long, a 3 from Atkins. 2 from Jones. And 1 from Lester, a total of 14. It's 18-14 Central. Each team with leads. Campbell 3. Central's largest lead 6. Coming on the Bozeman tray just a couple of ticks ago. Campbell returns to the floor from the huddle. Its original starting 5 in Jones, Atkins, Sanogo, Cox, and Long. Central returns with Reese and Bowman. Change that Perez. It's Keith Perez along with Bozeman, Coughlin, Brown, and Troy. Harris is out of the game with 4 points and a foul. Team fouls, 4 on Central, 1 on Campbell. Far side, Bozeman at the midcourt line will take the pass from umpire Taylor Brisby. And it comes to Troy, who brings it across the midcourt line to Coughlin, posting high. Perez on the block, low posting. Near side is Brown. Here's Bozeman. In the lane it goes to Perez. Picks it up off the floor, throws up a shot. It's going to rim away, tapped out by Cox, saved by Atkins. He has to juggle it and hangs on. Two-hand pass front court from Atkins to Jones, who gets bumped down on the sideline. Thought he was going to turn a somersault there, maybe, or a cartwheel, as he's fouled by Bozeman, and that's the second on Bozeman. So Bozeman with 2 first-half fouls. This one comes early, 7:40, second quarter. Now for Central, number 3 checking into the lineup. And that may be the player that we were told might play tonight. And we were unable to get a name and number. Number 3. Steal by Central. Front court. Central with the basketball. Coughlin lost it. Stolen by Atkins for Campbell. 1-on-2 break. Atkins driving, shooting, missing. Followed by Sanogo. Sanogo saves it to Atkins. Atkins near side of the block. Spins, forces up the shot. Good by Atkins. He's fouled. David Atkins, a power play on a putback on the near side. Draws the foul. The bucket's counted. The foul is tagged on Trey Robinson, his second. And this sends David Atkins to the collectives and more free throw stripe. Atkins with 5 first-half points. His team down by 2. Can make it a 1-point gap here with a converted free throw. Number 5 in the smoky gray and orange. Toss. Atkins, swish. David Atkins 6 for Campbell. Had 8 in the last meeting and 8 last night. It's Central 18, Campbell 17. David Atkins, a 3-point play. The old-fashioned way. Travel is called on Central. Coughlin not too pleased with that. And sometimes that'll get you a technical foul, slamming the ball that hard on the floor. Not so here. Full court pressure. Central a 2-2-1 look. Thrown from the far side of backcourt by Cox in to Jones, who's joined now by Luke Browning in the game. Atkins is taking a breather. Front court, Campbell. Sanogo on the block, far side, basket to our left. Coming through the lane is Long. Flick pass down low, put up by Sanogo. Good. Contact, no call. The assist, Luke Browning. The bucket by Adama Sanogo, who has 6. It's a 19-18 Campbell lead. We've seesawed quite a bit here with this lead. Jumper right corner for number 3, no good. Rebound by Gavin Cox to Jones. Jones races to front court with a behind-the-back dribble. Down the left side of the lane to Browning. Deep left corner for 3. It will hit around and finally fall to the hands of Sanogo. Scoops it to Long. Lays it up. Good! John Long with 6 for Campbell County. Campbell 21, Central 18. Campbell matching its largest lead, coming here with 6:15 to play in the opening half. Coughlin on top, guarded by Long. Throws it far side. This is Brown. Sanogo, his defender. Now to Perez on the block left. Bumps into Cox. Lays up the shot. No good. Tapped out save. Sanogo snags it at the end line. Here to Browning for help. And Campbell has Jones off his fingertips. Will keep the dribble alive to front court. Bounce pass Sanogo. Touch pass Long. Lays it up. Yes. John Long with 8. Cougars cooking 23-18. Campbell's largest lead of the night, coming at +5. 5:45 to play. And Coach Joe wants a timeout for Central. The Cougars coming to the bench with some momentum as Central led by its largest lead of 4 earlier at 18-14. Campbell now with its largest lead of 5 at 23-18. Time remaining 5:44 second quarter. So for Campbell, John Long with 8. 6 is popular with Sanogo and Atkins. 2 from Jones for Campbell County. Will Lester with 1. Central is led by 9 from Josh Brown, tops in the game. 5 from Bozeman. He has 2 fouls. Bozeman on the bench with 2 fouls, as is Trey Robinson. 4 from J.D. Harris, who left early for some reason, has not returned, as he is still in the huddle for the Central Bobcats, but has not seen action in a little while. Good crowd on hand here tonight. Kind of reminds you a bit of the old days. Central, the 50th year of this school, 23-18, still called the new school by those of us close to Central High School, I guess. My dad went here way back in the day. It is Central Front court basket to our right. Cox, Sonogo, Long, Browning, Jones, the Cougar 5. Central has a new man of the game. That is Isaiah Pendergrass in the game, along with Perez. Troy, a high-posting Brown. Number 3 is in the game as well. Takes the pass near side. This is Troy, left side of the free throw line shot. Rattles away, tapped out Sonogo, and he gets it himself. Nice play, Adama Sonogo, with 6 tonight for Campbell County. Front court, basket to her left. Cox for a right corner 3. Long miss. Brown is there for the rebound. It goes out of play. Last touched by Campbell. Central's basketball. Central trailing Campbell 23-18. Central has had 18-4. Campbell scored 9 straight points since late in the first quarter. Here's Troy, picked up by Jones in the man-to-man. Campbell came out of the zone when Bozeman came out. Here's Brown with contact. Shots missing. Sonogo snags the rebound with authority. Hands it to a trailing Jones. Jones for Campbell. Long pass. Cox can't get to it, but Long fights for it. Perez comes away with it for Central. Central in front court. This is mighty Troy. Gets to score tonight. Had only 3 in the first Campbell game. Front court, Pendergrass. A couple of dribbles to number 3 between the circles. Guarded by Luke Browning. Now Troy. 4.5 minutes to play until halftime. 23-18. Campbell. Pendergrass. A little juggle there and a travel. John Long forced that. So Central brings back Bozeman. Bozeman with 5. And coming out will be number 3. Central will now bring on Xavion Gibby, who really is not full speed. It's Gibby and Bozeman, Pendergrass, Perez, and Brown. Campbell's combination, Sonogo and Long on the block left, down to our left. Central's in a 2-3 zone now. Browning, Jones in the game for Campbell as well. Here's Long for Campbell. Will stop, crossover, lays up the shot, rattles around, good. Shooter's touch. Long, the first player to double digits. Most in the game for either team. 25-18. Campbell now by 7, its largest margin. We approach the 4-minute mark of the second quarter. Bozeman, jumper, yes, right side of the lane. Bozeman just doesn't miss. 30, change that 25-20. Campbell with the lead and the ball. Front court, basket to our left. John Long in the baseline needs help. Tosses it out to Jones. Jones on the right side of the key to Browning. Far wing, back to Jones. Jones thought about a 3. High pass comes near side. Cox posting high Long, posting low Sonogo. Right corner 3, Browning. No good. Rebound Long for Campbell. Has it knocked away. Stolen by Central. This for Central. Gibby in front court to Bozeman. Pulls up. 15-footer. Swish. Bozeman has 9. There's timeout requested. Nope. The net hangs on the iron. Don't see that very often. 25-22. Campbell with the lead after scoring 9 straight points. 3:20 in counting, but Central has answered with 4. Central led 18-14. Then next juncture, Campbell led 25-18. Here's Sonogo. Powers up a shot. Good. Over Pendergrass. Sonogo for Campbell has 8. He's come to play tonight. Jones and Sonogo. Atkins back in the game along with Long and Cox. Campbell County sees Gibby one-on-one with Jones between the circles. Those at far side Bozeman. Springs free behind the back dribble. Between the legs dribble now. Pulls up. 15-footer. Right side. No good. Air ball. Rebounded by Pendergrass. Back into Perez. Lays it up. Good. Pendergrass saves it back to Perez, who laid it in on the left side of the glass with the right hand. It's a 3-point game. 27-24. Jones for Campbell County. Front court to Atkins. Right wing 3. Short shot. Here's Central's Gibby with the rebound. Central can tie this trip. Bozeman stops, jumps, shoots, misses. Rebound Perez. Fakes, puts it up, blocked by Atkins. The foul is whistled against either Long or Atkins, or likely number 5 instead of number 55. It is John Long. He put both hands out as a push. Okay, we'll have to double check to see if that was on John Long or David Atkins. Either way, it's the second foul against Campbell as a team. The Cougars are in the bonus. Here's Perez at the stripe. Keys Perez, senior, 2 points tonight. First of 2 free throws, good. So Perez has 3. Pendergrass comes on, and Harris comes back in for the first time in a while. Harris with a couple of points early, actually 4. As Perez is tying his right sneaker. Going to start over on that tie up there. 27-25. Campbell ahead of Central. 2:22 to play until halftime. Central led after 1 quarter of play 18-14. Perez second toss. The back iron bobbles around, rebounds to no-go, and a push is called on Central. This may be Brown or Harris. Change that. It is Brown, his second. So Robinson, Bozeman, and Brown each with 3 for Central. And for the Campbell Cougars, Will Lester comes back on. Cox takes a breather. Atkins, Long, Jones, and Lester, the free throw shooter. Adama Sanogo to collect those more free stripe. He has 1 plus 1. Adama Sanogo with 9 points, 27-25 Campbell. Change that 8 points. 9 if he makes this free throw. Adama Sanogo, toss with the right hand. Nice. Rattles around and falls on in. Shooter's touch for the big man, 6'3", 196 senior. Back at the free stripe is number 11, 28-25 Campbell. Adama Sanogo, basket to our left. Flex at the knees, launches the shot. This one is swishing through. At the collectibles, a more free throw stripe. So 10 for Sanogo, 10 for Long, 20 of Campbell's 29. It's Campbell 29, Central 25, 2:15 to play in the first half. Campbell spreading that man-to-man wide. It's Gibby guarded by Jones. Gibby dishes it off near side. Brown for a 3. Good! Big man Brown with a dozen to lead all scorers. And a 3 from the deep near corner, 29-28 Campbell. Atkins, skip pass near side, intercepted by Bozeman. He's so athletic. Front court. Here comes Bozeman, leaves it off left side. Harris, blocking foul is called on Campbell, a push. This may be on David Atkins. Let's see as the official comes to the scorer's table. It is against David Atkins. Unofficially on Atkins, that is number 2. 29-28 at the stripe is J.D. Harris. For Central with 2. That's the 3rd foul on Campbell. Campbell is in the bonus. Harris, toss, good. Harris has 5 for the Bobcats. And now Brown comes out. Robinson comes back on. Robinson, Perez, the free throw shooter Harris, Bozeman, and Gibby. At the right end of the floor at the free throw stripe, here is the second try, good. That one kind of crawled on over the iron. 6 for Harris. Central free throws its way back into the lead at 30-29, 1:45 in counting, second quarter. Far side, Long, posting high, Lester, tapped out on the steal by Bozeman. Bozeman off to the races, driving, shooting, missing. Tapped out save by Gibby for Central. To a trailing Harris, lifts onto the key for a 3. It is not going to go. Tapped out saved on a snag rebound by Devin Jones for Campbell. Races to front court. Jones for Campbell. Continues to the bucket. Maintains control, and he's jumped up. Knocked to the floor, but jumped up with Bozeman. And it's Central's possession. A puzzled Ernie Matt Clausen down to our right, and Campbell turns it over on the alternate possession in a 30-29 game in favor of Central. Campbell once led by 7, 25-18. Central's largest lead at 4, 18-14. And of course, basketball is a game of runs. Campbell with 9 straight points, changed that 11 straight points to lead 25-18. And then Central here with a bit of a run itself. Browning for Campbell, Jones, Lester, Sanogo, Long, the 5 for Campbell. Free throw line, here's Perez. Back to a trailer. This is Robinson. Missing on the shot, rebounded by Campbell's Jones. Under a minute to play, 30-29 Central. Campbell has the ball. Here's Jones driving, pumping, shooting, scoring on the left side with the left hand. Jones for Campbell has 4 at 32 in the first game of Central. Campbell lost. Campbell back into the lead, 31-30. We've had 2 games in 1 here in this first half. So many back and forth battles. Here's a double team foul against Campbell. Bozeman draws it there as the defenders come there. This foul is called on Devin Jones. So Jones commits his first foul. Team foul 4. 31-30 is the score. And this is Central's possession near the Cougar bench down to our right. Campbell, Sanogo, and Jones. Browning, Long, Lester the 5. Bozeman, Gibby, Perez, Harris, the inbounder Robinson for Central. This is Gibby handing it off to Bozeman. Bozeman back to Gibby. Gibby, stutter step, deep left, right side pass. No good by Robinson on the miss. Rebound by Sanogo for Campbell. Campbell maybe the last shot. Up by 1. Lester deep near corner. Throws it back out to a trailing Browning. Posting high is Sanogo. Stolen by Bozeman. He's going to go for the dunk. He'll lay it up and in. Bozeman gives his team 32-31 the lead. Just seconds to go. 12 to be exact. Jones for Campbell will look to give his team the lead at the intermission. Jones for Campbell against the Central 2-1-2 zone. Jones for Campbell. Shot away, counts if it goes, it misses. And Central leads 32-31 at intermission. Back in a moment, we'll talk with the Campbell County District champions, La Follette Owls. Coming up here in just a moment, it's 32-31 at halftime. Central ahead of Campbell on the WLAF Thorles Tire Shop Sports Network.
La Follette Utilities Board continues to be a locally owned public utility that anticipates and meets the community's needs at the lowest achievable rates. The mission of LUB is to provide our customers with reliable, economical, and friendly service in a continuous effort to enhance the quality of life in our community. Caring Neighbors, sponsored by La Follette Utilities, is an emergency assistance fund offering temporary help for paying utility bills. You can be a caring neighbor by donating $1 or $2 each month added to your LUB bill.
This is former Lady Cougar, Dr. Jill Cox Browning. If you can't see the scoreboard, come on down and see me in the Walmart Vision Center.
Better vision begins with a phone call to former Lady Cougar, Dr. Jill Browning, 423-566-5850.
I can see the scoreboard. I can see the scoreboard.
See Dr. Jill Browning inside the Walmart Eye Center, open Monday through Thursday. Appointments are available.
Hi, this is Kimberly Burge here at Burge Screen Printing. We work to bring your idea to reality. We specialize in custom screen printing, direct-to-garment full-color printing for all your apparel needs. We also do full-color printing on signs, banners, and much more.
Hey, this is Larry Burge. Stop by and see us today in downtown La Follette at 225 East Central Avenue or call 423-562-3044. 562-3044. Go Cougars!
You're on the move every day. You're mobile, and so is Community Trust Bank. Now, you've got one-touch access to your accounts. No need to remember or update passwords. Make a deposit with a click, not a pen. No deposit slip and no line. And get that morning cup of joe without the hassle, without the wait. Community Trust Bank is dedicated to making your banking experience secure, fast, and easy. Don't wait. Go mobile with Community Trust Bank. Building communities built on trust.
It is halftime at Central. Central ahead of Campbell, 32-31 in the Cougars game. With us is Coach Ken Weaver of the La Follette Owls. Coach, congratulations on the big championship win last night.
Thank you.
44-39 over Jefferson. You split in the regular season, but how tough was it last night?
We come out and we didn't expect it was going to go the way it did, but we come out and hot in the first quarter and kind of set the tone and never trailed in the game. And we just kept building on the lead. But they made a run and got it to 2 at halftime, and we come back in the third and went on an 18-5 run. And they finished the game with 11-3 run. So it was pretty interesting and fun, probably a lot of fun for the spectators, but as a coach on both sides, it's probably, Yeah.
44-39 the final is Campbell, as La Follette out of Campbell County defeats the Oak Ridge Jefferson Eagles 44-39 to win the TMSAA Area 2 Tournament Championship. Coach, you're going to go right back to action tomorrow in the sectionals.
Yes. We'll play Johnson County, the 3 seed in Area 1 at 4:45 at Cherokee High School.
That's going to be up a bit east from Campbell County, about a good maybe hour and a half drive for you. What time are you going to head out and get ready for that game tomorrow?
Well, we're going to come in and shoot in the morning about 11 and 12 and probably get ready to head that way, I would imagine. I've never been there. I think they say about an hour and a half, I guess it is, from the middle school. I'm not sure. I've never been there.
Well, we'll find out tomorrow. We'll have some fun in that game. A thought or two about this team, how it's progressed this season, and maybe no surprise to win the tournament last night.
No, I guess we was a preseason favorite. I'm not sure, but we had a lot. I mean, this was a goal that this boys had as coming into 6th grade. We knew there was going to be a pretty good group of kids, and we added a few players to them in Dorton, Caden Suttles, Gabe Sanders. So we added some players to them, and it just all come together. And I mean, good group of kids. Been fun to coach.
Coach, congratulations. Let's see if we get Jody Hatmaker. He's been a big part of this team for you as well.
He most certainly has. I mean, it ain't about me. It's about all of us. And and the boys want to go out there and win it. We just try to put them in place, and they go out and make plays, and they try to execute what we ask them to do.
Well, it's working so far.
Thank you.
Thank you. Jody, come on over. as it is La Follette winning over Jefferson out of Oak Ridge 44-39. Coach, congratulations on the win last night.
Yeah, these guys have worked hard. It's nice to see some hard work pay off.
Well, I don't know that this was expected, but you were hoping that you'd probably get to this point with this experienced team coming in this year.
Yeah, well, I joke with my wife every night we're going to go have a romantic dinner with popcorn and nachos because every day I'm in a different gym. But, no, it's nice to see them succeed. They put in a lot of work. They've been doing this now for 3 years, so it's paying off for them.
Okay, about tomorrow. You're going to play Johnson County tomorrow. What can you tell us about that team?
From the scout we got, they're kind of small, but they've got a good shooting guard. I think we've played them about a year ago. I think we're going to match up a little bit bigger than they are, so hopefully physically they will take care of it that way.
Very good. Congratulations again. How about bringing some of their players over with us, if you would? Good deal. It's La Follette winning over Jefferson of Oak Ridge last night, the TMSAA Area 2 District Tournament Championship, as we're going to bring some of the Owls over to talk with us. Hello. Tell us your name.
Jacob Hatmaker.
Okay, I think you're number 5, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
Congratulations on making all tournament and tournament MVP last night.
Thank you.
What can you tell us about your team this year? What's been so special about the Owls?
Well, we've worked really hard over the summer, and we really just play as a team.
Is this a spot where you wanted to be this time of the year?
Yes, sir.
Now, tomorrow afternoon, you're going to be right back in action. This will be up at Cherokee High School. What do you know about Johnson County?
We played them in the summer. I don't really remember much, but that's it.
If you could describe your team in one word, what would it be?
We all work really hard.
Okay. Who else do you want to introduce to us here? Who's next to talk with us?
Ethan Dorton.
Okay, bring Ethan in. Come on in here, Ethan Dorton. Ethan, congratulations. You made all tournament. Your team is on the way to the sectionals tomorrow. Congratulations.
Thank you, Jim.
What's been fun about this team this year?
Well, what's been fun about this team this year is we've played like a team. We've been working all over in the summer for AAU ball and everything. And, yeah.
You live to play ball, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Ethan, thanks for taking time with us. If you could describe your team in one word, what would it be?
Dedication and hard work.
Very good. Who's your next player you're going to introduce for us here?
Ethan Hess.
Ethan, okay. Ethan, come on up here. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Now tell us your name again.
Ethan Hess.
Now you made all tournament, didn't you?
No, Jake, I think.
Jake, okay, gotcha. Congratulations on the win last night. How special is this for you?
It's very special. It's not been done in a while, so it just means a lot.
Okay. How about tomorrow's game? Are you going to have a sleepless night tonight? We're getting ready about that game tomorrow night?
Yeah, we beat them before, but it's going to be a tough game, so we just got to keep prepping.
How about last night's game? You had a chance to come back to school today and celebrate. How fun was that in front of the student body?
It was fun. It's just like all fun. I don't really know. It's unbelievable.
If you had one word to describe your team, what would that be?
Grateful. Very grateful for them.
Who's your next teammate you're going to introduce to us here?
Hunter Walker.
Well, bring him on over here, okay? All right, thank you. As it's La Follette winning the district tournament last night, TMSA Area 2 advancing to the sectionals tomorrow at Cherokee High School at Rogersville. Tell us your name, young man.
Hunter Walker.
Hunter, congratulations on a great win last night.
Thank you.
Did you sleep much last night after that big win?
Yeah, I was a little tired.
The celebration today with your whole student body there, how special was that for you?
It really meant a sentimental moment right then. And, yeah.
Having that chance to share the victory with a whole lot of your friends.
Yeah, that was definitely a good time.
If there's one word you could use to describe your team this year, what might that be?
Amazing and grateful.
Okay. Do we have any more Owls up here that we've not talked to yet?
No.
Gotten everybody? Yep. How about tomorrow? You going to get a good night's sleep tonight and be ready for tomorrow?
Oh, yeah. Excited.
Okay. We wish you well tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations. As the La Follette Owls here tonight at Central visiting with us, La Follette moves on to play in the sectionals tomorrow at 4:45. That'll be against Johnson County, the 3 seed. That will be at Cherokee High School at Rogersville. Back in a moment to get you caught up on Campbell and Central here. Central leads an intermission 32-31 on the WLAF Doyle's Tire Shop Sports Network.
La Follette Utilities Board continues to be a locally owned public utility that anticipates and meets the community's needs at the lowest achievable rates. The mission of LUB is to provide our customers with reliable, economical, and friendly service in a continuous effort to enhance the quality of life in our community. Caring Neighbors, sponsored by La Follette Utilities, is an emergency assistance fund offering temporary help for paying utility bills. You can be a caring neighbor by donating $1 or $2 each month added to your LUB bill.
As we're set to start the second half, Campbell led in scoring by 10 points from John Long and Adama Sanogo, 6 from David Atkins, 4 from Devin Jones. Also a point tonight from Will Lester. Playing in this first half, Elijah McKinney not scoring. Luke Browning seeing action, so did Gavin Cox. Failing the score in the first half. Campbell 31 points, enjoying a 7-point lead at one point. Central is led by as many as 4. The Bobcats in the game led by Joshua Brown with a dozen, 9 from Chris Bozeman, 6 from J.D. Harris. And for Central, 3 from Keith Perez off the bench for Coach Joe Ward. Coach Ernie Clauston returns Cox and Long, along with Atkins, Sanogo, and Devin Jones, the same 5 that started. Central is starting with Brown, Harris, Bozeman, Robinson, and Troy. That's the same 5 that Coach Joe started for the Bobcats on the front end of this game. Campbell's basketball to our right to start the second half, down by 1, 32-31. Here's Jones for Campbell, deep far corner to Cox. Skip pass comes to Atkins, can't hang on, it goes out to the Cougar bench, out of play on the near sideline. Cougars open with a miscue, looking to make amends here on this defensive stand. 32-31 Central. Front court, this is Troy on Jones, man-to-man. Far side, Bozeman, jumper, good, 16-footer. Bozeman has 11. And Atkins drawing the effort there to defend Bozeman. Full court pressure, Central. Deep near pass comes to Atkins, tries to tray. Long miss, saved by Sanogo for Campbell. Sanogo to Long, free throw line jumper left side. Back iron spinning away, out of play at the end line. Team rebound for Central as Cox was there saying, wow, that didn't go off me. And now we're getting a second opinion. That's our referee, Josh Orrick. Umpires Taylor Brisby. Brisby asking what Charles McClure saw, and that umpire said it goes to Central. 34-31, Central ahead of Campbell. Basket to our left. Central with the ball. That's Robinson, deep far corner. Campbell man-to-man. Bozeman stops, fades, shoots, scores. Bozeman has 13. Thin as a rail, but we can knock it down. 36-35 Central. Biggest lead, almost a steal by Bozeman at the end line. It goes out of play. It'll stay with Campbell. 36-31, Central by 5. Campbell's largest lead 7. Central's largest lead here at 5. 6:49 to play in the third quarter. Cougars have to score. We're a minute and 10 seconds, 11 seconds deep into the second half. Here's John Long. Hook pass near corner. Cox unloads the 3. It's a long miss. Rebound snagged by Brown for Central. Hard bounce pass up the far side. Goes to Troy, who eases across the stripe to Robinson, driving, running, shooting, scoring. Robinson with a nice elevation of a move down the far side, and Campbell wants timeout. With timeout, it's Central 38, Campbell 31. You're following Campbell basketball on the WLAF The Wolves Tire Shop Sports Network.
This is former Lady Cougar, Dr. Jill Cox Browning. If you can't see the scoreboard, come on down and see me in the Walmart Vision Center.
Better vision begins with a phone call to former Lady Cougar Dr. Jill Browning, 423-566-5850.
I can see the scoreboard. I can see the scoreboard.
See Dr. Jill Browning inside the Walmart Eye Center, open Monday through Thursday. Appointments are available.
Go Cougars!
Central starts hot, 7 unanswered, change that 6 unanswered points through the first minute and 28 seconds. Sanogo Long, Atkins, Jones, Cox returning for Campbell. Campbell had the momentum in the first half. Central has seized it early to start the second 2 quarters of play. Brown, Harris, Bozeman, along with Robinson and Mighty Troy to start the second half, following the timeout here by the Cougars. 2-2-1 full court press by the Bobcats. Here's Jones in front court. Jones with the basketball works off the John Long pick behind the back. dribble down the left side of the lane, in traffic, gets body slammed. Foul is called on Central. Jones slipped down, hit his head on the sneakers of Brown, took a hard spill. This is tagged on Trey Robinson. That's his third unofficially with 6:16 to play in the third quarter. 38-31 Central. As we face the basket to our right, Jones is on the left side at the end line to toss it in play with the left hand. He'll bounce it into Sonogo in traffic. Skips it on top to Adkins. Cross-court pass Cox. Cox inside John Long. Free throw line jumper. Rattling around. Good! Long with a dozen. His first two of the second half. He and Brown high point honors tonight. And Campbell breaks the ice. It took almost 2 minutes. We're at the 6:02 mark of the third quarter. Front court. Troy, near side Harris. On top, this is Bozeman. All alone for a three. It's a back iron miss. Rebound Brown powers it back up. It's no good. He's fouled. That was Robinson on the three miss at the top of the circle. And Brown goes to the line. This is a hold on Campbell's Devin Jones, his second. Team foul 1. Likewise for Central. At the line, Joshua Brown, a junior, 12 points all in the first half. Spins the ball, flexes the knees, launches the shot. It is swishing through. Nice touch for the big man. He is now 2 for 3 at the stripe with the baker's dozen to lead all scorers. Back at the left in free throw stripe with the red sneakers. The shot on the way in the bucket. 14 for Joshua Brown. He had 4 in the first meeting. Front court, Jones down the near sideline. Campbell down by 7. Driving through Jones, running, scooping, shooting, missing. Sonogo there, but it's taken away by Robinson, now loose, and Jones has it. Forced out at the end line. Finally, the fist goes in the air, and the whistle is sounding, calling a foul against the Central Bobcats on a push against the Cats. That's Troy pushing Jones out of play at the end line and battling for the basketball. 40-33. Central on top of Campbell. Time remaining 5:37. Jumper Campbell rattles away, no good. Rebound Central. This is Harris with authority, hands it off to Troy. Front court basket to our left. This is Bozeman working on Atkins. Takes it to the baseline, and a hold is called on Atkins as he just didn't have much choice there. As it was Bozeman getting that step on Atkins, unofficially 3 on Atkins. Luke Browning checks in. Atkins checks out with that third foul. Browning joins Jones, Long, Sonogo, and Cox. The inbounder down to our left on the near side of the glass at the end line is Robinson to Bozeman. A jumper, Long missed. Rebound tipped out, saved. Campbell's Long, John Long with the rebound. Here's Browning to trot it across the stripe with a left-hand dribble. Browning, high pass near side Jones. Jones for Campbell, posting high, Long, down in the near block. It's Sonogo. Cross-court pass goes to Cox. Back on top of Browning. He can hit it. Lets it go. Top of the circle. In, out, no good. Put back by Cox. Wouldn't go. It goes out of play. A team rebound for Campbell. Cox, a great effort, but the timing just wasn't there. 40-33. Central by 7. 5 minutes even to play in the third quarter. Devin Jones, the trigger man for Campbell, will take the handoff from the official. Jones for Campbell, looking, bouncing, Long. Stops, fakes, shoots, fades, scores. Long with 14, the baby hook from in front, 40-35. Long and Brown, top honors for scorers tonight with 14 apiece, 40-35 Central. With the ball of the lead, Bozeman on Jones. Stops, bounces inside to Brown, knocked free. Saved though, now on the far side. Thrown off Browning from Bozeman, and Bozeman keeps possession by the play for the Central Bobcats. It is Robinson to toss it and play in the deep far corner. Basket to our left, and it comes to Brown, guarded by Sonogo in the man-to-man. Brown loses the basketball. Jones has it for Campbell. Here's Jones in front court, down the far side. He's going to drive all the way through, scoop it up. It is going to rim and fall in. What a shooter's touch by Devin Jones, who has 6 3-point game. 40-37. Central up top. This is Troy, and a travel is called. Big break Campbell down by 3. So the Cougars trailing 40-33 has scored the last 4 points in timeouts requested. 4:18 to go in the third quarter. As Central's coach calls a 30-second timeout. His team ahead 40-37. Campbell trailed 18-14 at the end of the first quarter. And then Campbell scored the next 11 points to go up 25-18. That was Campbell's largest lead, coming with 4 minutes to play in the second quarter. Then Central battled back to lead at the intermission 32-31. Central scored the first 7 points of the second half. And then John Long finally broke the ice for Campbell. And now it's a 3-point game at 40-37. 4:18 to play third quarter. The Cougars bring back John Long, Adama Sonogo, Luke Browning, Devin Jones. And the inbounder down to our left near the Bobcat bench, Gavin Cox. Jones for Campbell will position Browning near the Cougar bench on this sideline. To the deep near corner, Cox. Inside pass, John Long. Turns, has it blocked. Saved by Sonogo. Fakes, shoots. It will miss. It's going to be recovered by Robinson for Central. And Long with a push on the basketball is called for the foul. And for John Long, much to the displeasure of Coach Ernie Clausen, this unofficially is the first on John Long. The inline down to our right, Robinson will toss it in play, 40-37. We're at the 4-minute mark of the third quarter. Long way to go in this one on senior night here at Bobcat Gym. Great crowd on hand. One of the better crowds we've seen all season. Here's Jones with the steal. And now Coach Ernie Clausen saying he was pushed up the near sideline as Jones goes out of play. Coach Ernie Clausen working on umpire Taylor Brisby. Now at the center court line, Bozeman to toss it in play for Central. Bozeman, Gibby's in the game now for Central. With a posting high Robinson, Harris works his way to the far wing. Brown's in the game along with Bozeman. Pass comes Harris on the near wing. Campbell man-to-man, free throw line. Harris forces up a shot with the left hand. No good. Follow again. He's going to fall in, and he falls to the floor. Up and okay is J.D. Harris, who has 6 in the first half. Behind the back dribble, Jones for Campbell, 42-37. Central by 5. Jones is held at midcourt. Gibby wanted a travel as he's held there by Harris. I'm not sure where Harris came in. I thought they threw up the 2 fingers on the foul. We're going to give it to Harris. That's what we saw from the referee, Josh Orrick. John Long. Hook pass on top to Jones for a 3. Rims out. Comes back to the near side to Harris. Central in front court by 5. Bozeman, right side pass goes to Robinson. Almost stolen by Browning at the end line. 10 versus 10, Browning and Robinson. And it stays with Central at the basket to our left on this near side of the glass. Robinson will toss it and play at the end line, and it comes to Bozeman. Bozeman drives the baseline, bumps into Jones. Shot away, 8-footer no good. High rebound taken by Cox for Campbell. 42-37, 3 minutes even to play third quarter. Behind the back dribble, Jones, stolen by Gibby, and a jump basketball is called. Gibby bodied up on Jones, anticipating the behind the back dribble, and was there to try to steal it. And a jump ball sends the ball right back to Central, a turnover for Campbell in a 42-37 game. The buzzer barks, and I thought someone was going to come back in the game here. Same 10 stay on the floor. Tennis ball comes on the floor. Almost looks like a golf ball. It's so small, but a tennis ball. Thought we might be at the Tennessee Ole Miss football game. Not a golf ball, though. Bozeman to toss it in play. Next to Coach Ernie Mac Clausen down to our right. Gibby brings it across the midcourt line with a right-hand dribble. Number 5 in the white, red, and black. This is Bozeman on the far wing, picked up by Jones, the man-to-man. Off the dribble pass quickly to Harris on the far side of the lane. Flicks it to a driving Robinson, and he's fouled. There have been a couple of chances there maybe for a foul to be called. A push on Campbell. This is tagged on Campbell's number 11, Adama Sonogo. Sonogo with his first foul unofficially. Inbounder Robinson, near side of the glass. In it comes to Bozeman, picked up by Jones in the man-to-man. Bozeman, extra steps. He's quick. Almost too quick for the official to see it there. 2:39 to go in the third quarter. 42-37. Will Lester checks in for Adama Sonogo, who gets a much-deserved breather with 10 points. Lester, Long, Browning, Jones. McKinney comes in, too, for Campbell. He's played some already tonight. Here's Campbell against pressure in front court. Jones brings it across the line. Jones for Campbell. Spins out high. Will drive through. Will lose control. Gets bumped to the floor. And a push is called. This may be Brown who gets up smarting from maybe turning his right ankle. This is on Robinson. Brown saying he's hurt. Robinson picks up unofficially his 4th foul. That may not be right, but our record keeping sometimes a little sketchy. Devin Jones is in pain down under the basket. May have been a knee colliding with a knee there, as trainer Karen Morton is working with Devin Jones. Jones at the end line, Coach Ernie Clausen there, tending to one of his senior leaders, as we are seeing what's happening with Jones. And now on the near sideline, the Central trainer is working with Brown. Brown is on the floor. Jones is being helped off the floor, favoring his left ankle. And the Cougars could ill afford to lose Jones at any point. 42-37 is the score. Central ahead by 5, led by 1 at the half, 32-31. 2:25 to go in the third quarter. So for Campbell, it's Browning and Long, Lester, McKinney, and also for Campbell, Jordan Day comes in for the first time, who played extensively in the JV game. A Central win. John Long for Campbell. Stops, fades, shoots, short, tapped out by Lester, saved by Robinson for Central. Here's Gibby in front court. Gibby. Coach Joe Ward saying hold up, and Gibby's a step away from the center court line in the center circle. Throws it far side. Bozeman picked up by McKinney. Drive, shoots, shot short, tap again, no good. Long rakes away the rebound for Campbell. John Long for the orange and blue, and Smokey Gray here tonight brings it across the stripe himself. Stops, nearly travel, throws it far side. McKinney loses control out at the end line. He goes to Central. McKinney took maybe a knee to the thigh there. Sees a little gimpy. McKinney will come out. Gavin Owens comes on, and he's instant action when he comes into the basketball game. It's Owens, Browning, Jordan Day, Long, and Will Lester. Bozeman trots across the stripe down the far side. His team ahead by 5. We've been stuck on this score, 42-37, for about 3 minutes. Bozeman step back, top of the key three is an air ball, saved by Perez at the end line. It turns back to Campbell. Here's the Central combination. I failed to tell you that Perez came on for Brown, so it's Perez, Gibby, Harris, Robinson, and of course Bozeman. Bozeman with 13. He and Brown with 27 of Central's 42 points. Sonogo and Long for Campbell with 24 of Campbell's 37 points. Full court pressure, Central. Front court almost recovered by Day. Here it comes to Owens. Front court to Long. Stops, fakes, fades, shoots. No good. Rebound. Bozeman with high jump there on the far side. Bozeman to Perez at the free throw stripe. Deep near corner, Gibby for a three. Long miss. Owens for the rebound for Campbell. Owens gets bumped from behind. This may be on Robinson. If so, that might be his 5th. Let's see what the scorer's table says here. Looks like it's only his 4th. As Campbell has the basketball against full court pressure, Owens to toss it and play to Browning. Now Owens for Campbell will stop his dribble to Long. Still in back court, back to Owens. Owens to Browning. Better hurry, Cougars. Here is Browning in front court to Long. Down low pass. Lester throws it here near side. Day drives, shoots, rolls out, tap by Browning, no good. Rebound by Central, taken by Campbell County's Lester. And a technical foul is called as it is Will Lester and Robinson mixing it up. I'm not so sure Robinson wants to tangle with number 43 for the Cougars. This is a foul on Robinson. So Robinson, and a technical foul is on Will Lester. Or is this a double technical? Okay, this may be a foul on Robinson. We'll mark that down. And then a technical foul, I think, on both players, the way that umpire Taylor Brisby was explaining to the scorer's table right down in front of us. Not with an earshot there. 42-37. This score has stayed in place as Brisby now will talk with both coaches. Saying a hold, which was on Robinson. And then Robinson and Lester mixing it up. And Lester is out of the game for Campbell. And let's see, Robinson is out of the game for Central. So both getting a chance to cool off here maybe a bit. Campbell's basketball. Team foul, 7 against Central, 5 on Campbell. 42-37. That's Lester's first foul tonight, by the way. Deep near corner, Sonogo for an open three. Can't get it to go. Brown with the rebound for Central. Brown comes back after being shaken up earlier. He and Gibby, Harris, Bozeman, and Perez make up the 5 for Coach Joe Ward. Coach Ernie Matt Clausen has Day, Jordan Day, Long, Browning, Owens, and Sonogo. Basket to our left, 30 seconds to play, third quarter. Bozeman looking, stopping, crossing over, forcing up a shot. He traveled. 42-37. As both teams, Campbell has scored 6 points in this quarter. Central has scored 10. David Atkins checks back in. Luke Browning checks out. It's Atkins, Long, Sonogo, and the inbounder Gavin Owens. Full court pressure, Central, 25 seconds to play. As Owens has the basketball in deep backcourt. Throws it front court to Atkins. Touch pass, John Long. John Long stops, crosses over, lays up a shot off the glass too hard. Gets his own rebound. No, Sonogo does. Puts it up. Good! Sonogo for Campbell. 10 seconds. 42-39. Sonogo with a dozen. Front court, Gibby. Gibby for Central. 4 seconds. Throws up a shot. Counts if it goes. Long miss. Rebound by Central. Forced it up by Harris. It's going to go. And it's good. The three at the horn. It was a prayer. Wow, what a play by J.D. Harris. He has 11. Sonogo's bucket gives him 12. And here it is Central 45, Campbell 39 after 3 quarters of play. Timeout along the way. You're following Campbell basketball on the WLAF Doyle's Tire Shop Sports Network.
This is Skeeter with Doyle's Tire Shop. We've been in the same spot since the 1990s. We continue serving you with the same friendly service and top-notch name brand tires as my dad Doyle did when he first opened up.
This is Lace to Pearls for Girls in downtown La Follette, and this is Jennifer. We're here to serve. We'd love to be your personal shopper. We have ladies' collection of clothing in here along with the little girls' collection. So let us shop for you. Come and see us Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays in downtown La Follette.
Whether you're a contractor or you're just handling a project around the house or farm, C&L Metal Sales has the best prices in the tri-state. Metal roofing custom cuts as well as delivery are available from C&L Metal. Be sure and ask us about our lifetime warranty on metal. Matt Klein can handle your big or small jobs from 1 piece of metal to 100. Select from 22 colors. C&L Metal Sales is right behind O'Reilly's Auto Parts in Middlesboro. Just take a left at the first stoplight and C&L is on the right. See or call Matt at 606-248-5744.
This is Matthew Klein, former Cougar number 42. Come see me at C&L Metal.
Each team has enjoyed 7-point leads. It was a game that started off sort of like a horse race. Came to a screeching halt midway through the third quarter. We were stuck on the score of Central 42, Campbell 37 for several minutes. And finally scoring here late in the quarter. A bucket by Campbell, Sonogo, and then a big three, a prayer on a putback by J.D. Harris of a three. It's a 45-39 game at the front end of the fourth quarter. Cox to toss it in play. Now Day is guilty of a push-off on Gibby. So Jordan Day, he's pushing off to get the inbounds pass from Cox. Now it turns over to Central. So a foul and a turnover. Both teams in the single bonus, 45-39. Campbell has Day, Atkins, Cox, Sonogo, Long, the 5. Devin Jones out with an injury. Here's Gibby, and this is a player control foul on Perez. So for Perez, his first foul. Campbell will have possession, player control foul, so no free throws here. Bozeman, Perez, Harris, Brown, and Gibby, the 5 for Coach Joe Ward. And Devin Jones is down to our right. If you can see what his status is, whether he has his sneaker on or not, he injured his left ankle. Just take your headset off and go down there. Here is a miss by Campbell, and it is a foul under the bucket. This is a foul on Adama Sonogo. So for Sonogo, he has 2. Yeah, just look. Well, as Campbell will see Central march to the end of the floor. This is Brown who will shoot 1. If he makes it, a second, a bonus. The basket to our left. Number 34, Joshua Brown. Toss, good. He'll get a bonus. 15 for Brown. He is 4 for 5 at the free throw stripe. Tops in the game with 15 points. Long's best for Campbell with 14. Second toss by Brown is good. So 16 for Brown. Now for Central as a team, that's 47. Central with its largest lead at 47-39, plus 8 for the Bobcats. 30 seconds into the fourth quarter. Atkins to Cox. Left side of the lane. Fades. Shoots. Rattles away. No good. Rebound by John Long. Baby hook fade. Yes! A swisher from 8 feet out. Long has 16. Campbell to within 6. 47-41. Basket to our left. It's Bozeman. Bozeman will drive, will stop, will have it blocked away by Cox, then throws it finally in the hands of Brown on the block on the far side. Back to Bozeman. A whistle sounds. We have a foul against Central as there was some contact up front. This may be on Perez. So Campbell's basketball, as it is Jordan Day. Bouncing at far side, Cox tries to tray, left wing, rims in and comes out. Rebound by Central. Cougars sure could have used that one. 6:50 and counting. Central ahead by 6. Deep far corner, Bozeman for a 22-footer. Long miss. Here's Harris with the rebound. Between the circles, it comes to Gibby. Far side, Bozeman. Bozeman for Central. Works to the lane, stops, jumps, shoots, misses. Rebound taken by Campbell Sonogo. He mistimed it, but was still high enough to get a great rebound. Day in front court for Campbell. Leaves it off with Cox on the far side. Posting high, Long. Inside pass, Sonogo. Lays it up. Good. Right hand, left side. Sonogo with 14 for Campbell. 4-point game. Central 47 in the ball. Campbell 43. Brown still looks like he's favoring his leg. They worked on him earlier in this half. He along with Devin Jones. Jones is still out. Atkins gets knocked down or falls down. Here's Bozeman in the travel. So Campbell County, what's the status of Devin Jones down there, Matthew Moore?
Currently, Devin Jones is out of the game. He said he's going to be out of the game for the rest of the game. He said he's in pain, and we'll hear more about that Monday.
Okay, we're talking about an ankle?
Yes.
Okay. A shot missed by Campbell. So Devin Jones out for the rest of the game. Matthew, great job. Thank you for that, sir. As it is Central's basketball up by 4. At the inline down to our right, Brown will toss it in play. And now Brown is still in pain, and he will have to come out of the game as Pendergrass comes back on in his spot. That's Isaiah Pendergrass, a senior. So Brown comes out, and now Pendergrass joins Gibby, as we've not seen Mighty Troy this half. Harris is in the game along with Perez and Bozeman for the Central Bobcats. Mighty Troy is on the bench. Haven't seen him in the second half in action. Here's Harris, knocked away by Long, stolen by Long. Long for Campbell, loses to Bozeman, now to Harris, puts up a shot, no good. Sonogo with the rebound. Ahead down the near sideline, Atkins. Atkins 2-on-2 break, driving, pumping, shooting, missing. He'll shoot 2 as Atkins draws the foul for the Campbell Cougars. This is a foul on Perez. That's the second on Perez. 43, change that 47-43. David Atkins at the collectibles and more free throw stripe has 6 points. All came in the first half. Atkins for Campbell to basket to our right. 2 more dribbles. In fact, 3. Flexes the knees, launches the shot. Nice. Rattle right in there. 7 for number 5 in the smoky gray and orange. Is a 3-point game. 47-44. Back to the collectibles and more free throw line. David Atkins, 6'3", 155 senior. Puts it up with the right hand. Pops in, pops out. Rebound hard, saved by Sonogo from Pendergrass. And it goes out at the end line. It's Campbell's basketball. Perez knocked it free from Sonogo in that deep far corner. And now Day will toss it in play as we face the basket to our right. He's on the left side. And now Coach Clausen wants a timeout and some chalk talk here for the Cougars. 47-44. It is a 30-second break. Central ahead of Campbell County. But Campbell has the basketball when we return, as it is Coach Ernie Clausen drawing up an inbounds play for the Campbell Cougars. As mentioned, it is Devin Jones leaving at the end of the third quarter with an ankle injury. Jones finishes with 6 points, but he'll be evaluated as he's sitting down to our right with trainer Karen Morton. He has his left basketball shoe off. So the Cougars could ill afford to lose anybody, much less Devin Jones. Such a key cog of this Cougar machine as Campbell comes into this basketball game in search of its first district win. It's been so close, like last night and Tuesday night. Losing by 6 last night at Powell, by a couple of points on Tuesday at West. David Atkins, the trigger for Campbell on the left side of the glass. The basket to our right. In it comes high to John Long, deep far corner, now to Cox. Free throw line to Sonogo. Makes a move, and Harris is there in his face. Here's Day. Day in the lane, spinning, shooting, short. Rebound Central. This is Brown, and a hold is called on Campbell. So Campbell County up front, and a hold from Jordan Day. Day with 2 fouls. Each team on the 1-and-1. Well, actually, Central, after this trip to the stripe for Brown, will be on the double bonus. It's a 47-44 game in favor of Central. At the left end, the black stripe with the red sneakers, here's Joshua Brown. 16 points. First one, he'll get a bonus. This is good. 17 for Joshua Brown. At the line, he is 6 of 7. So the big man still a bit gimpy from that collision with Devin Jones. back in the third quarter. Here's the shot rimming out. Sonogo with the board for Campbell. Races to front court. Bounce pass near side. Atkins sets for a right corner three. It's going to kick off. Away, no good. Sonogo gets hit to the deck. He's up and okay. Central the other way. Bozeman driving, shooting, scoring. Bozeman has 15. A far cry from where he was on January 10th with 49 points, or 51 or 54, depending on which scorebook you read. And here's John Long from the front. Good. Rattles one home for Campbell. He has 18. It's a 50-46 game in favor of Central. Basket to our left, Bozeman against David Atkins. Dances with the ball. Double team. Hook pass inside Harris. Gets Cox up in the air. Cox commits the foul, but he forces Harris to miss the shot. And Devin Cox. Okay, let's see. Well, the official held up a 1 and a 3. Cox is 12. So Jordan Day, I guess, is the guilty party here. I'm not sure where he played into that equation, but umpire Taylor Brisby was closer than I was. Here's the first of 2 free throws for J.D. Harris, who's 2 for 2 at the stripe, now 2 for 3. He has 11 points. Luke Browning trots on for Campbell. The Cougar combination, Long, Cox, Browning, Sonogo, and Atkins. Back at the free stripe, number 2 in the white, red, and black. J.D. Harris, kind of a shot put kind of shot. He has 12 as he gets that one to go. Central up by 5, 51-46. Plenty of time for Campbell. Here's Cox driving through, power move, no good. Sonogo with the rebound at the end line. Hooks back to Long for him from the front, good. Long with 20, this one called over the iron. 52-48, Adama Sonogo made that play. John Long finished it, 52-48. Basket to our left, Central with the ball. Change that as 51-48, 4:05 to play. Shot good. This is Perez with 5. Central ahead, 51. Change that 53-48. Lead pass front court, tipped out of play by Bozeman as Browning tried to get it to Cox up the far sideline. As Campbell finds himself down by 5, 53-48, 3:51 to play. Posting high, John Long at the free throw stripe. Posting low near side, Sonogo. It's Gibby working on Atkins. Atkins drives and shoots and misses. Finally a whistle for David Atkins. Atkins, number 5, is fouled by number 5, Xavier Gibby, a sophomore. Atkins for Campbell to the free stripe for 2 shots. Both teams in the double bonus, 53-48. David Atkins for Campbell, flexes the knees, launches the shot. It is good. A clean swish for number 5. He has 8 tonight. He is 1 for, change of 3 for 4 at the stripe. David Atkins back at the black stripe, at the right end of the floor. Atkins launches the shot. It is good. Swishing through for David Atkins, and Campbell down by 3. Cox checks out. Browning, Owens comes in. Sonogo, Long, and Atkins, the 5 for Coach Ernie Clausen. Bozeman, Gibby, Brown, Harris, Perez, the 5 for Coach Joe Ward. 3:30 and counting. Bozeman throws it near side. Harris on the block. Pass in. John Long is there defending. Tries to throw it to Bozeman. It goes in back court. And now Central, there's the whistle. Will turn it over from front court to back court. 53-50. Campbell can tie this trip. 3:22 to play. As the Cougars have lost Devin Jones for the night in a 53-50 game. On the near side, Owens tosses it in play to Atkins, deep near corner. Ball smacked away by Harris, out of play from Atkins on the near sideline. And now Owens will work it in for Campbell. Front court, down to our right, near sideline. Inside pass comes to John Long, and he takes a shot from Perez from the backside. Front side is Harris. That may be the 5th on Harris. There's no indication yet. John Long for Campbell with 2 shots at the free throw stripe. His first trip to the line at the collectibles and more free throw line. John Long leads all scorers with 20 points. Tops for Central is Brown with 17. John Long tossed, yes. John Long with 21 for the Cougars. Had 22 in the January 10th meeting with Central. 16 last night. He was in foul trouble last night at Powell. John Long, second toss, back iron, no good. Owens has it for Campbell, saved by Long. Long for Campbell County, has it stolen away at midcourt. Here's Gibby, driving, shooting, misses a shot, rebounded by Browning. Browning in a scrum on the floor, and it's a jump basketball, maybe. And now we have a jump basketball call. Possession error favors the Campbell Cougars. Nope, they're saying it goes to Central. 3:07 to play. Central 53, Campbell 51. Central is led by as many as 8. One time, 47-39 to start the fourth quarter. Campbell is led by as many as 7, coming at 25-18. And it comes to Bozeman. Works on Owens. Deep far corner. Owens there to bump him. And it's one way to stop Bozeman. Bozeman will get free throws as a result. So Gavin Owens, the sophomore, with his first foul, 53-51. Bozeman with 15 points for the junior tonight. At the free stripe, down to our left. Bozeman launches the shot, good. Bozeman is such a pure shooter. Maybe a pure shooter squared. 54-51. Central. Bozeman, shot, short. Owens, the rebound for Campbell. Loose on the floor. Now Owens goes after it, calls timeout. Timeout call before the travel as Owens scooted on the floor. His momentum carried him a ways. And now Campbell gets a break and the ball as 2:57 is left in the game, 54-51. Central ahead of Campbell. Campbell has not led in the second half. Central hit a bucket to end the half after Campbell led 31-30 into the half 32-31. Then Central hit a prayer from J.D. Harris, a 3 to end the third quarter to make it a 45-39 game. At the horn, that ball went in. So Central took a 6-point lead in the fourth quarter, built that out to 8, and Campbell has carved it down to 2 at 53-51, and now it's 54-51 with 2:57 left in this basketball game. Our collectibles and more post-game. Player of the game will be announced on the TCAT Cougar wrap-up show here momentarily. Emma Brandenburg, our Lady Cougar of the game, from Collectibles and More, will enjoy a ribeye steak dinner from our friends at the Legend Hometown Grill. They're in the former Walker's grocery store, the corner of East Kentucky and Central, East Kentucky and South Cumberland Avenues. Campbell has one timeout remaining with 2:57 to go. Cox, the inbounder, down to our left at the scorer's table. And it comes to Browning. Atkins, Long, Sonogo, the 5 for Campbell. Evan Jones at the far end of the bench. Ball is thrown out of play at the end line. Central's ball. As Jones nursing an injured left ankle. And he left late in the third quarter. And we're hoping we'll see him again on Tuesday. Front court. Campbell defending. Central with the ball. Up by 3. 54-51. Here's Bozeman. Shot blocked out of play by Atkins. Atkins swatted away from Bozeman. Perfect timing by number 5 for the orange and blue. Central maintains possession. Browning checks out. Jordan Day checks back in for the Cougars. Harris, the inbounder, near side of the glass. Throws it into Bozeman. Bozeman with the basketball. To the midcourt line, he's trapped. Hook pass goes to Gibby. Deep far corner, Perez, 15-footer. Good. Perez, a man with a lot of size and certainly some good touch, has 7. It's a 5-point game. Central 56, Campbell 51. So we approach the 2-minute mark of the ball game. Cox, far wing, skip pass. Atkins tries to tray. David Atkins off the mark, rebounded by Central. Now Brown is really hurting as he's coming up the floor with an obvious limp. Gibby brings it across the line. We've not seen Mighty Troy, the point guard who started at all in this second half. 30-second timeout, Central. 56-51, 1:52 to play in this basketball game. Central 1-6 in the district, Campbell 0-7. Cougars trying to even this series. And the first game won by Central 102-91. That was a triple overtime game on Tuesday after the Cougars won a double overtime game on Monday against the Oneida Indians. So 5 overtimes in 2 games back-to-back for Campbell back on January 9th and 10th. And here tonight, 56-51 with 1:52 to play. Campbell without Devin Jones, as he is injured and out with an injury to his left ankle. Cougars break from the huddle, sending Owens, Atkins, Jordan Day, Long, and Sonogo. Central sends Brown, who's still a bit gimpy, along with Perez, Harris, Gibby, and the inbounder Bozeman here at midcourt. Those to the backcourt to Gibby. And you can rest assured that Central's going to just run some clock here. Both teams in the double bonus. Campbell has one timeout remaining. Possession arrow favors Campbell. Steal by Campbell. Here's Atkins. Atkins driving, pumping, shooting, missing. Rebound follow. This is Day. It won't go. And Perez with the rebound for Central. Campbell, 2 chances, no points. 90 seconds to play. 56-51. Here's Bozeman near the center court line, in the center court circle. Throws it near side Gibby. Gibby and Bozeman. Campbell right there with a double team trap on Bozeman. Bounces it to Gibby down the near side. Hook pass to Brown, way out of position. Brown gets bumped, almost a steal, and then Bozeman gets bumped by John Long. And Long for Campbell with the push. And that is the second unofficially on John Long, who has 21 points tonight to lead all scorers. To the line, Bozeman with 16. 7 here in the second half. 56-51. 1-1-1 left. A minute, 11 seconds. Bozeman toss, good. Bozeman has 17. He is 2 for 3 at the stripe. Day and Owens come out. Cox and Browning coming back in, joining Sonogo, Long, and Atkins. Back at the left free throw line. Shot is no good. Rebound. Brown over the back of Sonogo, and a jump basketball is called. Cougar fans not happy about that. Brown in the mix with Long and Sonogo. Sonogo clearly had the rebound, but Brown was on his back. Possession arrow favors Campbell, so the Cougars maintain possession, but now lose that possession arrow for the final 69 seconds. Central 57, Campbell 51. Cougars need a bucket in a hurry. Front court, Cox, far wing, yet to score tonight. Perfect time for a three. Here's Browning with a three. It's short. Rebound by Central. Bozeman in back court, 56 seconds. Campbell down by 6. 2 possession game. Here's Bozeman in front court. Goes in near side to Gibby. And Campbell's chasing, and Atkins, nothing to do there but to push Gibby. They'll send Gibby to the line to shoot 2. And David Atkins unofficially with his 4th foul. 2 shots for Xavier Gibby, a sophomore. 7 points he had in the first game with Campbell. The 102-91 win by Central. Gibby at the basket to our left, the first of 2. This is a back iron miss. 57-51, 47.2 seconds to go in the ball game. Campbell County lost by 6 last night, down by 6 here. Gibby, toss, good. 7.2 possession, 3 possession game now. Gibby's first point as he's 1 for 2 at the stripe. Front court to Atkins, lost it on the near sideline, pass too high, 58-51. Central with the ball, 42 seconds even to play. So Campbell shuffles back into the lineup. Lester and Owens, Jordan Day, David Atkins, John Long. Central in back court, near side throws it to Gibby, to Bozeman, 39 seconds. Bozeman still in back court, hook pass front court, tipped by Atkins, stolen by Lester for Campbell. 3-on-1 break to Day. Day fakes, turns, needs help. It's going to be a trailing Atkins, right side of the key, sets for a 3, got it! David Atkins rips the ropes, has a dozen, a Jill Browning 2020 tray, and everybody saw that one. Dr. Jill Cox Browning, 58-54. It's Campbell down by 4 for the Central Bobcats on the Cats' home court. It's a full timeout. And a pause for us on the WLAF Gold's Tire Shop Sports Network.
TCAT is a Cat fan. TCAT at Jacksboro loves the Cougars. Your Tennessee College of Applied Technology is the leader in technical education and industry training. TCAT makes higher education accessible to more Tennesseans. Select from a career in administrative office technology, computer information technology, cosmetology, residential, commercial, industrial electricity, machine tool technology, pharmacy technician, power sports technology, practical nursing, computer information technology, welding technology. Start on your road to success now. Connect to tcatjacksboro.edu.
Central 58, Campbell 54. Campbell without timeouts. Possession error favors Central. 23.8 seconds to go. Central baseline backcourt, full court pressure Campbell. Both teams in the double bonus. Front court pass to Harris. Wide open is Perez, and it's Lester fouling Harris, and this will send Harris to the line to shoot 2 for the Central Bobcats. In a 58-54 game, David Atkins with the Dr. Jill Browning 2020 trade just a moment ago has a dozen. Campbell down by 4, 58-54. J.D. Harris, who's 3 for 4 at the line tonight, has a dozen points. 6 came in the first half. Toss, good. Swishing through for Harris. He has a baker's dozen. And Central with one of the most impressive crowds we've seen at a high school basketball game, maybe all season. Back at the line, basket to our left. This is J.D. Harris, only a junior. Second toss, just touched the iron, no good. Rebound loose, it's a jump basketball, Central's possession. As Campbell had a crack again in the rebound, Long, Sonogo, and Perez on the floor getting back up. 15.2 seconds to go. 54-59. That free throw was just enough to push the lead back out to 5. Harris will inbound on the near side, left side of the glass. Then it comes to Perez. All in one motion, off the glass, good. Perez for Central has 19. Campbell down by 7. Atkins right side for a 3. It's no good. Rebound by Central, 5 seconds. Lead pass to Bozeman. Will drive through, will dunk it at the buzzer. Central wins over Campbell 63-54. The TCAT Cougar wrap-up show is next. We'll name our collectibles and more player of the game as well as we tell you the final score from Central. The Central Bobcats 63, Campbell 54. You're following Campbell basketball on the WLAF Phillips Tire Shop Sports Network.
At Grace Rehab, we work with all ages to get you back to your optimum. We utilize a variety of specialized equipment and exercises that range from physical therapy to speech therapy, and even specialized aquatic classes offered daily.
They've got a great staff here. They've been a huge help to me. When I leave here, I'm in good shape.
Grace Rehab in La Follette. We want to help you feel your best.
Hello, this is Lisa Caudill from People's Bank of the South. You work all day, you attend after-school activities, and you don't have time to stop by the bank. Sound familiar? Our schedules are just as busy as yours. There aren't enough hours in the day for us at People's Bank of the South either. The answer is online banking, bill pay, and mobile app that allows you to take a picture and deposit a check. Now you can bank 24 hours a day. Check in with People's Bank and simplify your life. People's Bank of the South, member FDIC.
There are two types of hot water heaters, thankless and tankless. The thankless kind work like this.
I'm throwing in a load of laundry.
Hold off on that. I'm hopping in the shower.
Renai tankless water heaters work this way.
I'm throwing in a load of laundry.
No problem.
You get an endless supply of hot water even for multiple tasks at the same time.
With a natural gas water heater from PCUD, you get hot water twice as fast as same size electric and for about half the cost. Chop down your hot water energy cost hundreds of dollars a year with PCUD in La Follette or Rocky Top.
Renai tankless water heaters, the hot way to heat water.
TCAT is a cat fan. TCAT at Jacksboro loves the Cougars. Your Tennessee College of Applied Technology is the leader in technical education and industry training. TCAT makes higher education accessible to more Tennesseans. Select from a career in administrative office technology, computer information technology, cosmetology, residential, commercial, industrial electricity, machine tool technology, pharmacy technician, power sports technology, practical nursing, computer information technology, welding technology. Start on your road to success now. Connect to tcatjacksboro.edu. Quality and Clayton go hand in hand.
As Central winning over Campbell tonight, 63-54. Jim Freeman with associate head coach Brandon Clausen. The Cougars with a lead of 7 early, Central with a lead of 8 late, and Central holds on for the win here tonight by 9, 63-54. Coach, just a tough night tonight. Your Cougars with another great effort, though, I thought.
Our kids have played hard through all this. You know, we talked to them today in the locker room about, you know, we build a lead every game. We build a lead every game, and we are just not – we can't sustain. You know, every time we go on a 7-0 run, we give up a 12-0 run right behind it. I don't know what that is. You know, it's 23-18. Central calls a timeout, and our message in the huddle was, this is what we're talking about. We got to sustain. Well, before you know it, it's like a 9-0 run. And then you're down going into the half, but you feel good about where you're at. I can't answer why we go through these lulls right here. It's not for the kids' lack of trying. It's not for our lack of trying. It just happens. I mean, it kills us at the worst times possible.
Tonight in the second half, that score stayed deadlocked at 42-37. It seemed like forever. Neither team could post any points. But Central gets a big 3 at the end of the quarter. You still have to feel good about your team heading into the fourth quarter down by 6 at 45-39. I'm sure you did.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You feel like you're just – how many shots just rattled in now? How many shots just rattled in that? You just keep thinking, okay, it's eventually going to fall. It's eventually going to fall. We're going to hit that big shot. It didn't happen tonight, We got the looks we wanted. I didn't think we rushed any shots tonight. It was team ball. We moved the ball around, got good looks. It's just not going in right now for whatever reason. And then you come down on the other end, it seems like somebody for the other team always makes a big shot. I mean, that's just luck we're in right now.
Some big games tonight, I thought. Adama Sanogo with 14, John Long with 21. David Adkins came through for you in a big way tonight, as he always does, but tonight maybe extra special with a dozen. But of concern, certainly for all Cougar fans, the status of Devin Jones. Took a hard spill with the left ankle and the bucket down here on the right end. What can you tell us about Devin's status?
All I know is just preliminary. It looks like it's going to be a few ball games. That's what Karen has told us right now. He may be good to go in a week or so, but we'll probably have to wait till the weekend and see what the official diagnosis is.
To go a whole quarter without Devin Jones, that certainly was a statement here in the fourth quarter, I thought.
Well, we've not subbed him out probably in the last 6 ball games. Sure. I mean, we've not been off the floor with that. Devin's a huge part of what we do, and if he's out for any significant time, it's going to hurt us. But you know what? It's something about these kids is, I mean, we're not winning right now, but you wouldn't know it by looking out there on the floor. They're playing with everything they have. And you know what? I've told them for the last month or so, something good's going to happen for this team, and I'll sit right here and tell everybody up here. I don't know if it comes right now in the next few ball games. I don't know if it comes in the district tournament, but something good is going to happen for this team, and I truly believe in this group, and I think we're going to make a run. We're going to do something. We're going to get to that region tournament with this group. They play too hard, and they keep at it. I was worried about them last night going in the locker room. You lose that game at Powell. We have built that up. Okay, this is the one. And they come back tonight, same effort. You wouldn't know we lost last night. Same effort. What can you say about a group of kids that keep coming back night after night? I feel like eventually good things are going to happen to a group that works that hard.
3 games in 4 days. I thought your energy level was just probably right where it needed to be tonight. But for the Cougars, I've felt all season long this is a team that's waiting for that switch to flip. It hasn't yet, but what you just said a moment ago, I have felt much the same about this team. This is a good basketball team, but as your brother, Coach Ernie Mac Clausen, says, there's not a lot of room for error with this team just because of your limited capabilities with your numbers.
Well, we are. I mean, and we tell them all the time, we have to outwork every team we play. We can't show up any night and beat anybody. We have to outwork them. Now, our kids are working hard. It's just that 3-4 minute window that is killing us every single night. And when we go on that 3-4 minute window, it's a 9-0, 10-0, 11-0 run. We've got to find a way to slow that down. I don't know. That's on us. That's on us. We got to figure out a way to do that. But I love our team. I love our kids. They work their tails off. And you know what? Like I said, good things are going to happen to this group.
Cougars back at home next week for a couple of home games. That's good for all of us after 3 road games this week.
5 out of 6 at home now.
How about that? It's Tuesday, Powell. I think that team sounds familiar. Yes. Coming to John Brown Gym Tuesday. Then Thursday, Oak Ridge at John Brown Gym. A team that you almost beat at home a season ago. And then, of course, on Friday, you'll be on the road at Huntsville with Scott County. How about marching down toward this Tuesday game? You obviously have to worry about getting prepared or be concerned about getting prepared, but also the pacing the conditioning of your team and keeping them fresh and ready to go come Tuesday after 3 games in 4 days this week?
Well, I was worried about tonight after last night because, like you just said, we have to play really hard every night to compete. I was really worried about tonight, but I didn't see a lot of effects of it. Denamo played probably more minutes than he's played all year, and he looked as good as he's looked all year. David has guarded each team's best player for 3 straight nights. He's playing high minutes. That takes a lot out of you as much as he's had to work. So our conditioning is there. We're not, it's the end of the season. There's no excuses now.
Right.
You got to play. You got to play.
Well, Coach, we'll look forward to Tuesday. Thank you so much for working with us and such a great job, and we wish you a safe trip home, and we'll catch up with you about maybe about 7:30 on Tuesday night. How about that?
Thank you, Jim. Appreciate you guys.
Thank you, Coach. Coach Brandon Clausen and the Cougars tonight falling in a tough one here at Knoxville Central, 63-54. Let's talk individual scoring in this basketball game here on the TCAT Cougar Wrap-Up Show. For the Central Bobcats, Joshua Smith, who had 4 points in the first meeting with Campbell, winds up with 17 tonight to lead his team. It was Chris Bozeman with 21 to lead his team, but Josh Brown led the way much of the night tonight for Central in the scoring column. Chris Bozeman with 21. J.D. Harris with 13 points, including a big 3 putback at the buzzer to end the third quarter to give his team momentum heading into the final quarter. Xavier Gibby off the bench tonight with a single point for Central. Keys Perez also off the bench with 7 for Coach Joe Ward's Central Bobcats. The Cats improved to 11-13, 2-6 in the district. Campbell led tonight by John Long, 21 points. Adama Sanogo with 14, a dozen from David Atkins, 6 from Devin Jones, who was injured late third quarter and then did not get to play the rest of the game. And again, his status not certain, but certainly going to be out for a couple of games. Elijah McKinney played, did not score for the Campbell County Cougars. Luke Browning also with some good minutes, no points. And Gavin Cox, a scoreless night for number 12. Jordan Day played for Campbell tonight and did not score. Gavin Owens, a scoreless night. And for Will Lester, 1 point for the Campbell Cougars. The Cougars improve. The Cougars fall to 8-12, now 0-8 in the district with a home game Tuesday against the Powell Panthers. Coverage begins with the Lady Cougars at 10-6 here on the WLAF Doyle's Tire Shop Sports Network. The Bobcats play at home back here on the Bobcat Gym against the West Rebels. That'll be on Tuesday night coming up in the district for the West Rebels and the Central Bobcats. As mentioned, Campbell at home with Powell on Tuesday. We'll have the coverage for you right here on the WLAF Doyle's Tire Shop Sports Network. Time to name our collectibles and more player of the game. That is Adama Sanogo. Big night tonight for number 11. Played so many minutes, many rebounds, 14 points, 10 in the first half for Adama Sanogo. He'll enjoy a delicious ribeye steak dinner from our friends at Legends Hometown Grill as well, as he's our collectibles and more player of the game. For Clayton Carroll, Matthew Moore here on site. Aaron Hopkins back at network control. Jim Freeman saying so long until Tuesday night as we have Powell here at Campbell County Gym against the Campbell County Cougars. As Stu mentioned, the Lady Cougars lost a tough one tonight as well. The Cougar JVs also in a losing effort. You're following Campbell basketball on the WLAF Doyle's Tire Shop Sports Network.
The Cougars are on the air, and this is your front row seat to all the action.
This is Jason Kids, head basketball coach of the Lady Cougars.
Campbell High Sports is a presentation of these outstanding WLAF corporate partners.
Hi, this is Rissa at Terry's Pharmacy.
LaFollette Utilities, LUB.
Hi, this is Rhonda Longmire with Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust.
Hi, this is Tabitha Burris. This is Lori Johnson. This is Paige at E. Hill Insurance.
This is Lansden Hill with Hill Insurance.
This is number 30, former Lady Cougar, Dr. Jill Browning. Having trouble seeing the scoreboard? Then it's time to see me, Dr. Jill Browning.
Valley Roofing, East Tennessee's leader in roofing and seamless guttering.
Hi, this is President Debbie Petrie at TCAT Jacksboro.
Tim Smith at TCAT Jacksboro. Go Cougars.
Citizens Bank. Bank your own way.
This is Matt Klein with CNL Metal, former Cougar number 42.
Hi, this is Brenda Russell with Clayton Hounds Jacksboro.
Hey, Campbell County Cougar sports fans, this is former Cougar number 32, Randy Heatherly.
Rice Oil, your home for BP.
Clarinet, Flag Corps of the Campbell County Marching Band. Hi, this is Amanda Brown with Cumberland Gap Medical.
This is Bailey Ball. I'm back for fall at my supply.
Hi, this is Rayma Darty at United Cumberland Bank, and we
love the Cougars!
Hi, this is Joe reporting at the world-famous Charlie's Pizza.
This is Tracy Lobertini at Alco Builders and Realty in La Follette.
Hello, it's Larry Burge at Burge Screen Print. Go Cougars!
And Lace to Pearls is just for
girls, of course, Jim.
This is Brian.
Carrie.
Beth. Come see us at First National Bank.
Hey, this is Melinda at Powell Clinch Utilities. Go Cougars!
This is Brian Leach with Grace Rehab.
Hey, this is Hunter Huckabee. Come see my dad at Dole's Tire Shop.
This is Mark Kane with La Follette Medical Center.
This is David Reynolds, President of People's Bank of the South.
Hey, this is Cougar basketball coach Ernie Mac Clausen.
Listen to them, watch them, follow them. The Cougars, your home of the Campbell Cougars. This is WLAF.